Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 18 of On a Roll. It's a gorgeous day today, and we had a break last week. Now today we're gonna have kind of like a reduced party. Life being life, there's emergencies here and there coming up. But this week we're gonna have Simon playing Hunter, who is gonna be back. We're gonna have also Beltic, and we're gonna have myself playing Werble. We I reached out to two other possible players. They might be joining us a little bit later during this session, so we'll see about that. And if not, we left it on a bit of a cliffhanger last week. We'll we'll see we'll see if we can manage this time. Um, and I think we'll jump right into it. I will go and join up the boys. All right, guys, we're live.
Hey all!
Hello.
Hello.
All right, and I think we're let's do. I know we did a kind of like a recap for ourselves, but let's do like another quick recap at the beginning of the video for people that wouldn't have watched the video or that don't really remember. It was mostly kind of like setting up the table, giving a little bit of background on this new place we're in, the village, the kind of like the setting. Um, so we basically after our kind of like our kind of like wipe against the wolves, we got rescued by some solid farmer who single-handedly was able to push back. I think it was two dire wolf, we can assume.
Yeah,
Um,
one injured one and one that was at
yeah,
full health.
and he had fire though on his side, just kind of like to make us look a little bit better. But he had fire, we didn't. So and then we woke up inside the kind of like his cart basically, and was kind enough to I guess save us out of pure I don't know, pity maybe, and dropped us in town, right by the kind of like the main, I guess, tavern or inn we can say. And there we talked to I think it was the son of the person who wrote the initial letter that we received, and so that was a pretty important person to talk to. He talked to us about a little bit about kind of like the village, a little bit about the mist. Mentioned that we would be trapped there, so we're there, and I think he mentioned the only person that can allow us out would be Strahd, which would be the very powerful being or person that lives in the castle. And I think did I miss any important part? I think that's about it, right?
That and then where we are currently after chasing those children.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. But oh no, you know what? Before that, I think we were introduced to the Irina, which is the kind of like the daughter of the person who wrote the letter, and the she's the woman who needs assistance, who needed help, and basically right now the kind of like the mission that was given by her brother, who's supposed to protect her, he is to um like I think is to escort her across the land to a, I guess, a safer town. So that's kind of like what we were set out to do, but we got distracted by some strange kids um, in the um, in the streets, and then we got led into a house, which apparently there would be like a monster there, but we we think we might have been trapped because right now we're in a house with a monster and there's no kids anymore, and I think the door is locked behind us if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was just that there's mist behind us now.
Yeah, that's right. The people, yeah, the mist came, and then I think people were kind of like fleeing and getting inside, and then we were like in front of that house, and then we got inside there. I think you might be right. And I don't know. I guess we just there at first there wasn't anything threatening about the mist, but since everybody was kind of like going inside and stuff like that, I think we just followed suit and did what everybody else was doing. And that's literally where we left. I think we're one step inside the house, and then that's it.
Yeah, so we have to go ahead and hopefully survive this, get back to Arena, and then try and bring her to Valaki.
Oh, that's right. That's the yeah, that's the person. No, that's the Velaki is one of the two village that was mentioned, right?
Yeah, I think we decided to go with Valaki because it was a bit closer.
Yeah.
The other one was the one with the Abbey, but we said that because this one's closer and the priest didn't say it was a bad place to take her because we asked, well, which one would be better? And he said both would be fine. So we said, well, Valaki's closer, so we'll take her to Valaki.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, Ryan, bring it on. I'm ready. Got my dices.
All right, you guys ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
No, but let's do it anyways.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right, so you guys see the mist outside, and basically, you guys have more or less entered the main foyer of this house. And when you guys head in, you see what appears to be a foyer with a shield on the side, and you see some portraits to the right.
Honor is going to cautiously move over and inspect the portraits and inspect the shield as well.
Do we hear anything inside there, or is it kind of like pure silence for now?
Sorry about that, guys. You go to inspect the portraits.
That and the shield.
You see what appears to be, as far as the portraits go, they look to be aristocrats, and they have frames with little little plaques underneath the portraits.
As a noble myself, do any of the names jump out at me?
No, not from what you're familiar with. Each of them have the last name of Durst.
And lastly, I move after looking at the paintings and kind of noting, oh, are the paintings like dusty or do they look fresh?
They look to be very dusty.
All right, after that, Honor's going to move to the shield and reach out to pick it up and inspect it.
As he does that, Beltic wants to take a quick look around. After all, he feels trapped in this place, so he wants to see if there's any actual traps waiting for us.
The shield looks like it has a coat of arms emblazoned on it. It looks to be a stylized golden windmill on a red field.
Honor is going to pick it up, take his hand and wipe some of the dust off of it, and take it, if that's all right.
gonna
Beltic
take
has
that
no
shield?
objections.
Honor, you're gonna take the shield?
Honor kind of looks over at Warble and he kind of goes, "It seems to a waste to leave it here in the middle of nowhere just collecting dust, a shield like this."
I guess. Okay. But I mean, I guess maybe we should check out if this is actually like an abandoned house. It doesn't seem like there's anybody in here right now, but
Indeed.
Well, do we still believe
if
the stories that there may be a monster in here?
well, I mean, like, so Ryan, do we hear anything strange right now?
Make me a perception check.
if that is the case, we can try and find the person whose the shields belongs to. But in the meanwhile, might as well stop it from collecting any more dust.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear the pitter patter of heavy rain outside, but nothing too out of the ordinary
Okay.
inside.
And I mean, right
So
now
the
we're
20?
at main level, but do we see let's say a basement or like a second floor?
Not from where you guys are. There is a set of double doors to the north end of the hallway.
So should
Well-
we try to like go around the house and see if there's anybody like in here, or actually should we keep investigating for a monster?
Well, disappearing children makes me nervous, and this mist seems to be holding us in here. Perhaps we should barricade the door and see if the mist will leave. And if it doesn't, then continue through the house. But something drew us in here, and I do not think it was for benevolent intents.
I mean, something's up with these kids for sure.
So my worry is if we push forward, we're playing into their hand. I don't think anything harmful should happen to us for waiting and seeing what should happen, though.
But if we don't push forward, we'll just be standing here doing nothing. I say we carry on forward and see what this place holds.
If
Okay.
the mist doesn't move, I still think we could push forward and adventure through this house. But in the meantime, it may be nice to take a rest. We have had a long day.
Actually, that's okay. Here's what we can do. We can take our time and go around the house. Just make sure it's fine, and then after that we can probably take a little bit of a rest in here while the mist dissipate.
Sounds like a plan. Who should go through the doors first?
I'll go for it.
Yeah, I turn around to Honor.
Honor is already moving towards the door. He actually is holding the shield now, and he draws the silver longsword, and he's hesitantly going to try opening the door.
I will pull out my my crossbow and ready a bolt.
Beltic pulls out his nunchucks and gets into a defensive stance.
All right, slowly this time. We're in no rush, so we're gonna explore this thing. We're gonna see if there's a monster in there.
Or more children who disappear.
Yeah.
The door is very, very much heavy. It's mahogany, but it does open.
Honor pushes through into the next room, looking around.
All right, so basically what you see is this looks to be a wide hallway, and you see a black marble fireplace to the left, and to the right you see a red marble staircase.
Is the fireplace lit?
It is currently not.
Honor is just going to take a look around the room and gauge the room carefully. So I'm going to roll a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Nope, I see nothing.
Beltic's still worried about traps, would also like to roll a perception.
Okay.
While that is the case, Honor is just going to move towards the center of the room and kind of take a peer up the staircase to see if he can see anything at the top.
All right. Basically, as you go to the staircase, you see what appears to be a staircase leading up. Do you walk up it?
Honor will start tentatively. He'll grasp the handrail. Actually, he'll sheath his sword, grasp the handrail, and start to walk up the steps slowly and carefully.
Honor, why don't you hold on a little bit? Let's try to clear this floor, and then after that we can go upstairs. But like, see, I wanna inspect this this fireplace. I think we should maybe take a look into the other rooms first.
Very well. Honor kind of stops on the first stair and just waits for the others.
And I want to
Okay.
inspect the fireplace, if there's any more like portraits or any items.
Make me a perception check. Okay. You see a longsword on the top of the fireplace. It's mounted on the wall, and it has what appears to be a windmill cameo worked into the hilt of the sword.
Much like the shield I'm holding.
Very similar, yes.
So Honor, I think this is the sword that goes with the shield.
Honor will come across and I assume did you pick it up, Warble, or are you just leaving it on the fireplace?
No, it's still on the wall. If you're about to loot this place, maybe you loot that too.
Honor kind of shoots you a look and he says, "I'm not looting. It's a shame to keep these wonderful weapons from collecting dust. Besides, if I find the owner, he would want them back."
Sure, whatever that suits you.
And if
Honor
the owner is
kind-
now this monster, we can return them in another fashion.
Honor kind of moves up to the fireplace and gently lifts the sword off of the fireplace.
Okay.
Anything else on the
So,
fireplace?
No. You see a couple logs in it that look like they've been half burned, but for the most part, it's it looks like it's a working fireplace.
Okay, I'll kind of like keep going across the room in kind of like a clockwise fashion, and I'm really taking my time to inspect the walls, you know, the doors, everything, trying to see if there's any markings, like more portraits, maybe tapestry with kind of like symbols or anything like that. I'm really being super careful, and I want to also check out kind of like this door next.
While they're checking out stuff, Honor is just going to test the blades, inspect it, kind of see if it's has any, like, does it have any special properties or anything like that, or is it just a normal longsword?
And it looks like a typical longsword. It looks more for decoration, like the shield, not for combat.
Oh, okay. So do they actually provide, like, can I actually use them for combat, or are they, or like, will the shield just be absolutely useless in combat?
It looks like there's no hilt, or I'm sorry, there's no handle for the shield. It's like I said, it's more of a coat of arms for decoration.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't know that. All right, all right. Honor still's taking the shield, but instead of using it, like I thought it was an actual shield that you could actually hold and everything like that. But Honor's still going to take it for if in case he finds the person, but he's just going to hold on to it and not like use it.
All right. As you're walking around the room, Warble, you see what appears to be a series of doors, especially along the northern part of the hallway.
Mhm.
Which one do you look at?
I'm gonna start with this one right here. So the one, I guess, north west.
Okay. That opens up into what looks to be a dining room.
This place is huge.
Can I poke my head in there and take a quick look around for traps?
Your passive perception doesn't look like you see any traps.
Alright, so I took a few steps inside. So it looks like there's another fireplace on my left, like right here.
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
This room looks to be very elegant in terms of the table. It looks to be a carved mahogany table. You see 8 high back chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. Crystal chandelier hanging above. You see silverware all over the table. And above the marble fireplace, you see a mahogany frame painting of an alpine vale.
And what's on this wall?
On the walls, you see elegant images of deer among the trees.
All right.
And you see red silk drapes covering the windows. And then you see a tapestry to the right depicting hunting dogs and horse-mounted aristocrats chasing after a wolf.
All right. So I'm going to do kind of like a similar fashion. I'm gonna walk around the room, inspecting everything, and when I reach the window, I want to try to look outside and see if like the mist is covering everything, or if I can see a little bit outside.
The mist seems to be very much definitely fog. You definitely hear wind and rain outside.
Okay. And but do I see this what appears to be the like an adjacent building, or?
You don't see a building.
Okay, so it's very thick. Okay. All right. I guess I'll keep walking around, and I'll reach this door right
Honor's
here.
going. Sorry.
No, go
Honor's
ahead.
going to push up to the pane window and kind of peer outside and look at the rain and everything that's falling, trying to see if there's anything he can pierce the mist and see a little bit more outside.
You don't seem to see anything through. The mist is pretty thick.
Okay.
You can barely see about 6 inches in front of you.
Yeah, the mist is still pretty thick on her. I didn't see anything. So I think we'll be inside for a little while.
Very well.
And the door leads you back into the hallway. Now there is a door to the right.
To the right.
Or
Yeah,
to your left.
to the left. Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. I will inspect the door. And then
It doesn't look to be trapped.
okay, and then I will gently push the door and make a step inside. I don't know if that is what I think it is.
This looks to be a kitchen. You see a work table with a cutting board and a rolling pin. You see a stone dome-shaped oven near the east wall.
Oh, that's an oven. I thought it was a toilet.
Yeah, it's an oven. And it looks like there's a iron stovepipe connecting to the ceiling, and you see a thin door to the north and a small door to the south.
Honor's going to go over and inspect the oven. Like, open it up and check what's inside and see if it's been used recently.
All right. You go to the oven and you hear the creaking noise of the oven door opening.
Honor's just going to stand up and stop for a second and then take a look around and see if he sees where the door open, where the creaking noise came from.
Oh, it's when you were opening the door.
Oh, of the oven. Okay, got it. So yeah, all right, got it. All right, noted.
So I'm assuming this house is like well, nobles, you know, like an important family. It's just it seems they haven't been here in a while.
When you open the door to the north, it's a pantry, basically.
Is there anything in the pantry, or is it just empty as well?
It looks to be freshly stocked.
Any delicacies in there?
There's many sorts of like dry meat and like fruits and vegetables.
I'm gonna pick maybe like a fruit or two, and definitely grab some dry meat to snack on.
Honor is going to move towards the north door and slowly open it.
You go to open the door.
Yes.
It looks to be it looks to be what it like a dumbwaiter to the south.
Okay. I'm going to test and see if it works. Like, is there actually the dumbwaiter inside of it, and can you actually move it up and down?
It looks like you can move it.
How much weight does it look like it can hold?
You want to test it, Beltic?
I am pretty gaunt. But we really shouldn't split the party, I guess. It'd probably be a bad idea if I should find myself alone up there with this monster. It may not end well.
Yeah, plus like we should probably take the stairs to get upstairs. Probably safer.
Let's just keep this in mind, just in case if something goes on with these stairs.
Yeah, sure. I take another look around, just to confirm that we've pretty much round this room. I don't think there's any other like door or anything. And then
There's a door. There's a door here.
Right. Okay. And then I'm gonna move
And a
toward
door.
that door.
And a door here.
Honor's going to enter through that last door and see what is revealed.
Like that one.
Yeah, that one.
This room looks to be very much a den. It looks to be like a hunter's den, and the flash of lightning hits the windows, and you can see these wolves. They look to be stuffed.
As Honor enters in, he opens the door and he walks in, and then the flash of lightning happens and he sees the wolf right next to him, and he kind of pulls back against the wall, draws his blade out quickly, but then realizes that it's stuffed and kind of, calms himself down.
I think I drop my beef jerky, and then I kind of like grab my my crossbow with my two hands, and like, whoa!
It's all right. They're stuffed. Honor
Beltic
looks a little like perturbed that he reacted so strongly to a stuffed wolf.
And you see a stag's head above the fireplace as well.
Okay, maybe we should we should take a quick look and then go back and close the door gently if there's anything else in this room.
You do see a couple cabinets against the walls. You see what looks to be a pipe rack, a candelabrum, a couple of wooden goblets, a cask of wine, and an oak table. And a couple of padded chairs draped in enamel for like foxes and things like that.
13 on a general perception check.
What are you trying to look for?
Just anything out of the ordinary, anything like more clues as to what happened to the people here, just anything out of the ordinary.
And I turn to Beltic and I ask him, like, do you think we should do anything about the wolves? Like, maybe we should let them out, right? Like, if we're trying to be nice to the owner. You think it's their wolves?
I'm guessing these are some kind of trophy. It seems like humans like to display what they've killed.
I mean,
With your perception, you're able to see that there's a in the north cabinet, you find a small box of playing cards and an assortment of wine glasses. And the east cabinet is locked.
I let the others know. I kind of gestured to the east cabinet. I was like, this one's locked.
I guess this is the moment of truth then. If we believe this place is empty, then we have a right to open that cabinet. On the other hand, if we think the owner may still be yet present, then breaking into his cabinet would be unreasonable of us.
I'm pretty sure it's unreasonable either way, but I mean...
If this place is abandoned, then no one really owns what's inside that cabinet, thus I would say it's up for grabs.
Werble, coming through the door,
Yeah.
you see a couple shadows appear and disappear from the lightning.
You mean like in this room or behind us?
Out in the hallway.
While Werble is seeing that, Honor is completely oblivious because he's talking with Beltic. Now, Beltic, I don't mean to take the items, but if there's something in there that we could understand what happened to the owners, then it's our duty to open it up and find out.
Whatever reason we need to loot the cabinet is fine with me.
I'm not saying we loot the cabinet, I'm saying that we just see if there's something important in there.
Yeah, we should definitely check it out. We should know what's in there just to see if we can find any clues. And then if you want to loot it, then it's up to you, you know. You do whatever you want. But that being said, I don't know if the lightning, or I don't know, but I think I've seen some weird stuff, shadows, whatever. I might be...
The children?
I don't know, man. And, you know, I just realized that, like, these are dead wolves. You know, when you said stuff, I thought you meant, like, they just fed. But these are... like, they're not real wolves.
Well, they were.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Okay. I thought they were... I don't know. Never mind me. So let's check out the cabinet and let's make sure we stay on our guard, because apparently we might not be alone in here, or it's just me tripping, you know.
As Werble basically says that he saw stuff, Honor has begun to move back to the main room, and he kind of looks around and he says, "Show yourself, wherever you are. You know that we're here, and we know that you're here."
Beltic is at the door area, but he hasn't gone. He's watching both parts of the party because he doesn't want to split it, but he doesn't know where to go at this point. So he just has his nunchucks drawn and he's in a defensive stance.
Alright, while they both freak out, I will finish inspecting what's inside the cabinet, or I will try to see if there's anything of value, or if there's anything, any hints that give us to the kind of like the people that live here.
All right. So you're gonna climb the stairs?
What?
Hmm? No, I just moved to the main area to see if I could see where see if the shadows, and I challenged them.
You don't see any shadows.
Honor's just kind of looking around. He looks up the stairs to see if he sees anything up the stairs.
But did I miss? Did we figure out what's inside the cabinet? Did you guys already take a look?
We
or-
still have to unlock it.
Oh, it's locked.
We can try and force it, but I don't have any kind of tools for opening locks in a finesseful way.
Yeah, let's just try to force it. I'm gonna try to, yeah, I'm gonna try to force the lock. I just wanna, before we leave this room, I wanna see what's inside.
All right. So you're gonna try to force it open?
Yeah, maybe take my, my longsword and somewhat, try to, like, pry it open. Like,
Would Beltic be able to assist in this?
Sure. Go ahead and smash the cabinet.
alright, is that, what kind of roll would that be?
Roll ahead.
Like, to hit?
Yep.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, my +2 to assisting you is not going to make that hit.
Oh, no, when you assist me, it gives me advantage, I think.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
then
it
there you
does.
go.
Oh, whew, okay, thanks.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Big damage.
Okay. You start to bash it open. Go ahead and keep rolling.
Yeah, yours.
One more attack. Okay, damage. Alright, by then, the cabinet lock is basically broken off the handle.
Awesome. Well, here goes for the noise, but I mean, at this point, I think, if something's in here, it probably knows we're in here anyways, right?
Beltic wipes a little bit of sweat off his brow, and he kind of nods, and he is kind of interested in what's in the cabinet, but he wants to be patient, so he's kind of going to let Werble open it instead.
Alright, let's check out what's inside.
Honor comes back into the room, kind of saying, "Well, friend Warble, I didn't see any shadows that move." And he kind of stops in the doorway, and he sees that you guys broke the cabinet open, and he's like, and he raises an eyebrow, and he goes, "Was that really necessary?"
We have to loot the cabinet.
What do you mean? You're the one who wanted to check it out.
I wanted to open the cabinet. I didn't say destroy it.
No, it's...
It's not destroyed. Here's all the pieces, and I start to kind of gather up some of the wood chips.
There was a
Honor,
lock
like,
on it.
puts his head in his hand and shakes his head.
We just took care of the lock, don't worry. But let's see what's inside. And then I gently open it.
Alright. You open the cabinet,
Ding, ding, ding.
and inside you see a heavy crossbow, a light crossbow, a hand crossbow, and 20 bolts each for each weapon.
These humans enjoyed their hunting, it would appear.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna compare my, I guess my light crossbow to the light crossbow, see if, it would be like far superior to mine.
It's about the same caliber or quality.
Okay, I mean, if you guys need crossbows, I'm okay.
My darts will do fine.
Is there any more like drawers or things to check out, or is that about it? Just crossbows and bolts?
Just crossbows and bolts.
Can I check out the bottle of wine that's in this room? See the label of it, like the vintage, if it's anything that I know would be good wine since these were nobles?
It looks like it's not labeled.
Okay, well, I'll leave that alone then.
How dusty are the crossbow and the crossbow bolts?
Not as dusty because of the fact that they've been covered by the cabinet.
But they
But-
still look disused for a long, long time, correct?
Yeah, it looks like it hasn't been used. Correct.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm gonna close it back, and I'm gonna try to, like, put back the lock, like, you know, kind of like just...
Honor is just standing over Werble to make sure that he's putting the lock back as best as he can.
Yeah.
He throws in the wood chips inside the cabinet and just kind of dusts his hands off like he did a good job.
And I glance over. So basically, so which one did we open? It's that one, right? That we just opened.
It was the east. That's the north. This
Okay.
is the east.
We didn't check out. Okay. So we didn't check out this one. Yet.
No, you did earlier. That was
Oh,
the
okay,
one with
okay,
the.
okay.
That was the one with the glasses and the plank.
Okay, cool. So I think, well, I think we're done here. I give the stuffed wolf kind of like a pet as I walk outside.
One question. The playing cards, they're just normal playing cards, right? Giving just a general look at them, it's not like they're anything special, or they're not like tarot cards or anything like that, right?
All right. No, they're like a 52 card deck.
Okay. Alright, just making sure they didn't have like a message on them or anything like that. Honor is already beginning to walk up the steps.
Alright, so I'm gonna handle my light crossbow again, get it at the ready, and start walking up. And apparently, oh, look at that, we're already...
I'm moving you guys to the location.
Alright.
All right, so you guys approach the balcony. In this upper hall, you see 4 suits of armor on the east and west walls. Each suit of armor is clutching a spear. It has a visored helm shaped like a wolf's head. The doors look like they're carved with dancing youth. And the marble staircase looks like it's continuing to go up. And from that, you hear what appears to be wind
Can I do a
coming down
perception?
the stairs.
Can I do a perception on the suits of armor?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to inspect them too. Like, I want to see if they're actually like battle-ready armor, or mainly like just decorative, and the type of armor they are, like full plate or breastplate.
It looks like it's plate, but it's it's very old and it doesn't look like it's usable.
Okay, mainly okay.
Honor is going to move towards the door to the north where I'm at right now.
All right. Do you open that door?
Yeah, if it's not locked, I'll open and move through.
Okay. All right. In this room, you see what looks to be a library. Red velvet drapes the covers of the windows of this room. An exquisite mahogany desk and a matching high-back chair face the entrance, and the fireplace above, which hangs a framed picture of a windmill perched atop a rocky crag. Situated in corners of the room are 2 overstuffed chairs. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the south wall. A rolling wooden ladder allows one to more easily reach the high shelves.
General perception check just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary here besides that.
Whereabouts in the room are you investigating?
I will first investigate the fireplace and the double chairs.
Okay, make me a perception check.
13.
The fireplace looks to be normal. It looks like it's the one that's below, above the dining room fireplace.
Can Beltic go ahead and look through the books and see if anything would be interesting to him, like a perception to do a quick look at all the titles?
Sure. Okay. As you are looking, you see a whole bunch of topics: history, warfare, alchemy. You see first edition collected works of poetry and fiction. You see as you climb the ladder to check out the top bookshelves, you find a red covered book with a blank spine, and you pull it, and it triggers a secret door.
Beltic kind of hops off the ladder and pulls for his weapon, fumbling a bit, and says, "Secret door! Secret door!"
Honor is going to move around towards Beltic to see where the door opened to.
It looks like it opens in.
Quickly move into.
Beltic will take a step inside to see what's going on, but he'll do a perception when he goes in, seeing if there's any traps or anything that's gonna kill him.
You don't seem to see anything, but in terms of traps, you see what appears to be a secret room with bookshelves packed with tomes describing fiend summoning rituals and the necromantic rituals of the cult, known as the Priest of Ossibus, sorry. You see a heavy wooden chest with clawed iron feet against the south wall. By the way, this room is pretty tight, so only really one or two of you guys can be in there.
Okay, I was in the wrong room. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll check out the door.
Okay. Close inspection, you see a skeleton in leather armor sticking out of the chest. The skeleton belonged to a human who triggered a poison dart trap. You can see the darts are stuck into the armor and ribcage. Clutched in, yeah, and then in the skeleton's left hand, you see a letter.
I'd like, well, first of all, do we see where the trap sprung from? Like, can we tell the direction that the dart hit him from?
Yeah, it looks like it came from the chest itself.
Okay, is the chest open or is it still closed?
It is still closed.
I would like to lie down next to the skeleton. It's like I'm completely prone on the floor and open up the chest with just the slightest amount of my hand as I can, so I have the least amount of my body exposed.
And Honor is going to move back when that happens.
Okay. The chest opens.
I give it a good 5 seconds to make sure there's not like a delay on the trap. And then if nothing happens at that point, I'll go ahead and stand up and pull myself up to look in the chest.
Okay. You see inside the chest there looks to be 3 blank books with black leather covers. 3 spell scrolls. The deed to the house, the deed to a windmill, and a signed will.
Well, I go ahead and say, no trap, we're fine. And I look at all those things quickly, and then I look over to that letter, and I look over the books, and I'm like, there's a lot to sort through in here. Perhaps we should go ahead and close the door to this library and barricade it for a bit. We may be here for a while, and I don't want anything sneaking up on us.
Um, or how about we'll come back here whenever we explore the rest of this house when we take our rest. Like we should maybe take the books and pull them out there, so we can read them in kind of like the library room.
That works too.
Just for time reference out of game, you guys haven't taken a rest in about 18, 19 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Beltic's starting to show his weariness, but he doesn't want to argue, so he kind of just starts to gather the things up. He grabs the letter, all the deeds and wills, those 3 books, and then he kind of slyly, like, he keeps trying to not do it, but he keeps looking over to the books specifically dealing with necromancy and anything dealing with how the bodies were used in rituals. And he grabs like 2 or 3 volumes off the shelf of the quote unquote of this cult, because he just can't help himself, and then he's walking out with like a stack of books and wills and papers in his arms.
Honor is kind of standing at the entrance to the secret room, and he kind of looks at Beltic coming out with the big giant stack of books, and he kind of goes, "Perhaps we should leave some of them, the more darker books, inside, shouldn't we, Beltic?"
Why? Beltic looks honestly perplexed.
Honor kind of shakes his head and is like, "Some things are best not read."
I want to
So-
go over them actually. I'll help you, Beltic. We'll go through these volumes. This stuff looks fascinating.
I disagree. This is dark stuff. We don't know what's in these books. We don't know if they could be leading into demon summoning or anything like that. These books are bad.
I mean, we're gonna learn more about this, like the owners of this place, probably what happened here, and also probably around like this part of the land. I think we should we'll finish exploring whenever we take a rest. I'll definitely like give these books like a quick glance for sure.
Honor kind of moves back into the main room and grabs a seat in one of the chairs next to the fireplace, and he kind of goes, "I'm all for finding out more about this place that we're in, but some of these books, I don't like the feel of them.
We'll be careful.
Please don't
worry.
take them. Please don't take them with you."
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna summon anything or like we're not gonna experiment with it. We're just gonna try to see if there's
You
any
don't.
valuable
You don't
info.
intend to summon anything. Honor pointedly says.
I promise to not perform any of these rituals in front of you, Honor.
Honor sighs and just settles into the chair, and he begins to feel his eyes kind of drop because he's too tired to continue the argument.
Make me a knowledge arcana.
Me? All right.
And the guys that are studying those tomes.
Oh,
Okay,
then never mind.
I haven't started studying them yet, but I will if we take a rest. But Beltic's kind of just holding them for now because he thinks that Werble wants us to continue.
Yeah.
After about an hour, Warble, you figure out that the rituals are bogus.
What, like, it doesn't seem, and with all due respect, Honor, I mean, obviously, I think you have some sort of expertise, in combat and stuff like that, but when it comes to, this sort of tomes and the information contained within, it's kind of like my field of expertise, and I can tell that this is kind of like, it's meant to be misleading. It doesn't lead to anything. It's obvious.
The rituals inside the books, even though they're bogus, do any of them contain like sacrifices, especially of the human variety?
Yes.
Beltic is paying very close attention to how the bodies were handled in this. Then he's actively taking notes in his mind as to how the bodies were prepped, how they were disposed of.
Well, I think we should dig a little bit deeper in those tomes, because yeah, like I said, this stuff is actually really fascinating. But like, let's, before we shut our eyes or we go into our little like routine and we take a rest, let's just finish exploring this place, just to be, you know, to have like a peace of mind type of thing. What do you guys say?
Beltic clearly looks very wary, but he kind of nods. Half of it being a nod of agreement, half of it being like his head trying to nod him into sleep.
Honor? I shake him up. Honor, wake up, man.
Beltic looks around. He sees like there, as far as we can tell, there's only the one door leading in. Correct?
Yes.
Maybe this would be a good place to take a rest. It's easily defensible enough. We could barricade this door, and we have a fireplace to keep us warm.
Mm-hmm.
If Honor can't continue, if we were to get in a fight, then he may not be very useful in it. And if he's not very useful in it, we could be in a lot of trouble.
I agree. Okay, let's do this then. Let's finish clearing up this floor. I think there's only like a set of doors across the room. I think we should just take a look, make sure everything's okay, and then come back in here, and we can kind of get settled for a rest, and we can go over those volumes. And
Beltic went.
it looks like we already lost Honor, so just like both of us, like we can take a quick look, you know, and then come back in here.
Beltic has a legitimate smile on his face at this point. He very much likes the idea of going ahead and knowing that a rest is soon, and furthermore that we get to continue reading these volumes, after which he's grown quite an interest with. So he leaves the other books on the table, but he still has both the deeds, the will, and the letter in his outfit currently. So he has them with him.
Werble.
Yeah.
As you go outside, you notice that coming up the stairs are Throck and Corn.
Alright.
They're like,
Glad to see you two. Anything interesting?
they ask you if you found anything.
We found we did find some important documents, some sort of also some interesting volumes and tomes, which seems to suggest that the people living here might have been part of some sort of like a secret group or something like that. So it's we should look into it. I think we're gonna learn more stuff. We also, and it was in a secret room in a trapped chest, so like there's something to it for sure. Right now we just wanna clear the room like right in front over here, and after that we I think we're gonna get settled for a rest as soon as we kind of clear this floor.
All right. They do mention that the fog is still thick outside, and that wouldn't be a good idea to go back out yet.
Alright. I acknowledge that.
Beltic nods.
Alright, Beltic. Shall we push those doors?
Beltic looks at him and gives him a nod and gets ready to like push them in sync.
Alright, so carefully and gently.
This room looks to be a conservatory, and you see gossamer drapes covering the windows. You see a black brass plated chandelier hanging from the ceiling, upholstered chairs lining the walls, and stained glass wall hangings depicting men, women, and children singing and playing instruments. You do see a harpsichord here, and a harp against the fireplace here.
Okay.
alabaster figurines of well-dressed dancers adorn the mantelpiece of the fireplace.
Can I get a good look at them and kind of assess if they're valuable or not?
You see that several are carvings of well-dressed skeletons.
Well, I just came back from AFK just to hear the word skeletons, apparently.
Yeah, we just decided that your character kind of fell asleep, but if you want to wake up, I'm sure that won't be an issue. But like, yeah, when you were sitting in that chair with your eyes closing when we couldn't get you on the line, we were like, oh, I guess he fell asleep.
Yeah, oh, did you not hear me say I was going AFK for a little while?
Well, I kind of
I
like
did.
I didn't hear you, but I saw you in the AFK channel, so that's what I figured. And we're just like clearing the other room before we take a rest.
Okay, understood. Where are you guys at?
Just across.
As you are sitting there, Honor, while you're AFK, you're looking at the letter.
Okay.
You move back to the room real quick. Okay. So the letter had a seal of a raven, and written in flowing script, the letter reads as following in common. My most pathetic servant, I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You are abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness, of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dread lord and master, Strahd Zarovich.
Honor frowns as he finishes the letter, and he folds it up and tucks it into his pocket. Yeah, and at that point, he probably hears commotion from Beltic and Warble, doesn't he? And he starts moving.
And you probably ran into Corin and Throck, who kind of like joined us. They came upstairs and they told us that it's still pretty thick out there. The mist.
All right, noted.
So, I mean, which room of the two would be best to take a rest? This room seems more like spacious.
The library is closer to the reading material and has a fireplace, though.
True.
Perhaps
But
we
I will
should
go
not
with whatever
rest.
you want.
Perhaps we should not rest just yet. There's supposedly a dungeon hidden in this house. We need to clear it and sanctify it.
Wait, what? Dungeon?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
There's a dungeon and a hidden altar. Honor pulls out the letter and hands it to both of you guys to look. Read, this house is evil, and the people who lived in it were evil as well.
So this letter seems to be written by Strahd.
Correct.
Beltic kind of gets a smile on his face. He's like, so this cult of Ozibus may yet still be active. Well, as much as I would like to take them on tonight, Beltic kind of gives out a big yawn. He's like, I don't know if we're in the best shape for that. And if they've been active this long in their dungeon, I don't think one more day will make a big difference.
Honor kind of looks. Honor has really dark bags under his eyes, and he's really tired. But he seems to be struggling with whether to go down into the dungeon to fight or to rest.
I don't know either. I'm really spent, and I would really like to rest, but at the same time, would it be like a smart decision to do? Would it be safe for us to rest? Like, I'm not sure.
Neither path is safe,
Yeah.
but I think the best path for us would be the one where we can fight them tomorrow well rested, than trying to go down there today when they are rested and we are not.
Okay, here's what we can do. Let's go back to the library. Let's kind of like wall ourselves in, and let's go through these documents, see if we can find any hints where we could locate this dungeon inside here, so that maybe tomorrow we can like more easily find it and maybe avoid any sort of traps if there is any.
The room we're in only has one entrance and exit. Honor looks at the door. However, the library has two. Hey, Ryan, did the secret room have a second exit, or was it just a small little secret room and no entrance or exit from the secret room?
That was the only entrance and exit that you found.
Oh, then never mind. I thought the secret room went on to a different room. Okay, never mind.
Before we leave this room, Beltic gathers up all of the figurines that look like skeletons. All the other ones he leaves behind he has no interest in.
Honor raises an eyebrow again, but kind of like he's too tired to argue with Beltic, and he's gotten used to it now, so he just kind of moves over into the library.
And Beltic looks like he's had the biggest smile he's had since they've started this adventure. He finds these things absolutely adorable. The craftsmanship of them, what they're depicting, just skeletons and dresses for some reason seems to really make him happy.
Alright, so in a bit of a relief, I pull out my my smoking pipe and I install myself with some of the books that we found and the letter. Like when Baltic will be done with the letter, I'll try to give them a read and try to find any important piece of information, and then, like as usual, my smoking pipe, the smoke that come out of it is always shaped like creepy skulls, and I look very very into my my element, and very I put a lot of attention reading these tomes.
Beltic, before he gets started reading anything, he'd like to, first of all, when he sees the pipe come out, he asks if he could use the flint and steel or whatever was used to light the fireplace really quickly from Werble. And then after, he wants to try and, like, if possible, if he can move one of the bookcases or something in front of the door, or just any kind of large piece of furniture that isn't being used, use it to kind of put some kind of barricade to the door.
Yeah, sure. So I'll hand you the my kind of like what is it? It's called my tinder box, and I will you know, we could drag this table over like that table over there. We could drag it in front of the door, so if anything opens, at least we're gonna hear it, you know.
That sounds like a plan, and Werble starts to go ahead, and he lights the fireplace first, just to go ahead and give us some light and some warmth. Then he goes ahead and he starts moving the table with anyone who helps him if they do, trying to get it as securely against, hopefully to make it more difficult to open the door, but at a minimum to make it impossible to open the door without us noticing.
Yeah.
Then
Okay.
after...
So let's go ahead and do watches then.
I would say Beltic would be more than fine taking the first watch, since he wants to read through all the three documents, both of the deeds and the will, so he doesn't really want to go to sleep yet anyways.
Honor will take last watch.
Okay, so I'll take second watch.
Yeah. So Honor just falls into the after he helps move the tables and everything to barricade the door, he just falls into one of the comfy couches and then immediately falls asleep.
while they sleep, Beltic would like to start with the will and see like what's being left behind and specifically to who.
Alright. So the first house seems to be very, or the first watch, I should say, is very uneventful.
Then I go ahead and wake up Werble and I go to sleep.
All right, so I'm going to give the will a read as well during my watch, and again just go
Watch a Werble as you are reading the will. You hear this sound.
Can I see from where it comes? Does it seem to come from the door?
Seems to be coming from above you.
From above. I think I'm gonna listen to it more attentively and see if I can pick up anything.
Alright. You open the door. You step out in the hallway.
No, not just yet. I just want to peek in.
Okay. You hear the same creaking coming from upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, I move back. Put back the table as best as I can. And I will wait till the end of my watch to wake up Honor and let him know about the noise that I'm hearing upstairs.
Honor is woken up by Werble and he kind of wipes the sleep out of his eyes and shakes his head. He hears that and he kind of notes it, and he'll let Werble take where he is as he stands watch.
Okay.
I mean, do you think we should wake up the others, or do you think we should just like?
Honor kind of looks at the others sleeping and kind of goes, "You rest for now. If it gets any worse, I'll wake up the others. But for right now, we need our rest."
I agree,
That is
okay.
true.
So I'll go in the kind of like corner of the room, and I'll take some rest myself.
During during Honor's shift, he's going to look at the scrolls that were collected. Are they spell scrolls?
Yes, they are.
Honor's going to take, what are the spells that are on them?
Bless, protection from poison, spiritual weapon.
Honor will take the bless and he'll take the bless and the protection from poison and kind of just tuck it into a pocket of his, but leave the spiritual weapon out.
As you're sitting there reading, you hear this from upstairs.
Is it directly above me?
Yes.
Honor's going to draw his sword. He's going to put his back to the barricaded door, and he's just going to stare up at the ceiling.
All right.
And that's all. He's just going to wait and see what happens.
You don't really hear anything for the rest of the night.
Alright, then Honor is just going to take his final part of the watch and wait until everyone wakes up.
All right. You wake up uneasy, but you manage to get your night rest.
I go ahead and pull out my holy symbol of Sejuan Earthcaller and start doing my various poses I do every morning before I do anything. It takes me about 5 minutes to go ahead and run through it. And I'm still in the secret room that I fell asleep in, so when I wake up, I just go ahead and start doing that.
You notice that it's still dark out.
Is the mist still there?
It is.
As everyone's waking up, Honor kind of walked over to the window to check how the mist was doing. And then as everyone's waking up, he kind of goes, "It looks like we're still stuck in here for the day."
Yeah, this is confusing because I'm not sure what time of the day it is now. Like, I kind of lost track. This is.
It doesn't matter, unfortunately. We just have to bear with it.
I guess.
Honor is going to start moving the barricade that's blocking the door, and once he finishes moving that, he's going to move back into the main room, or the main hallway where the stairs are.
Beltic, now having a little bit more clarity now that he's had a night's sleep, he quickly goes for the will and he looks at it. He wants to see if the names of the two children are listed on there.
As a matter of fact, yes.
Okay, so then this wasn't just an illusion that we saw earlier. Beltic goes ahead and lets everyone know that the names of the two children from earlier, the Thorn something and Rose something, are
Rosa Balda and Thornbolt Durst.
that they're both here listed on the will. So it wasn't, if it was an illusion, it was based on something. It wasn't just random kids made up to get us in here.
Okay. I mean, plus last night I mentioned it to Honor, but there was I heard some noise just above us upstairs.
What
As
kind of
did
noise?
I on my watch as well.
I mean, it was somewhat faint, but it. You heard it, Honor. Like, how would you describe it?
Something's moving upstairs. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
Is it a large creature?
Perhaps.
Okay, we should proceed with caution then.
Yeah, very much so.
Honor notes that there's a door right by the staircase that they haven't checked out yet.
Oh, we left a door.
We were tired.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it open?
It is.
Honor's going to move into it.
You step in. And it looks like it's a servant's chamber.
Honor's going to do a quick look around, make sure, see if there's anything of note or out of place in this area.
You see a couple footlockers, but they're empty at the base of the beds.
Honor is going to move to the back of the wall and kind of check the back wall to see, like, because he knows that the secret room with the chest and all the secret library room was right behind this wall. He's just going to make sure that there's no way of getting through there.
Yeah, you don't find an entrance.
Alright, Honor shrugs and moves out of the room back to the stairs, and he starts moving up.
No secret doors then?
No.
Honor shakes his head as he begins to ascend the staircase.
Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna move you up to the next level.
Alright.
As you guys are climbing the staircase, you see it come to a dusty balcony with a suit of black plate armor standing against one of the walls, draped in cobwebs. Ah, there we go. So, Honor, as soon as you step in front of the armor, it comes alive.
Oh fuck.
Alright. Noted. Honor draws his blade because he was tentative up on the staircase, but now he sees that it comes alive. He draws his great sword to fight it.
Oh my.
Well, it does take a swing at you first.
Whoa.
One second. Here we go. It's an 18 hit you,
18 does hit me for 5 points of damage.
and then the second attack.
16 does hit me as well, so 11 points of damage. I'm still up though.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative. One second, guys. Let me clear off the initiative too. Okay, go ahead and roll it. So Warble, you have a 21.
Yeah, or do you want me to just reroll or?
No, that's fine. You already rolled it.
Okay.
I'll add your turn.
Okay.
Beltic was caught off guard.
Ryan, correct me. The decorative shield doesn't act as a shield, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. You guys get to go first.
Alright, and so I guess 21 will be. Can I
It'll be
change
you.
it? Okay, cool. So I will draw my shield. I will draw my longsword, one-ended, and I will move. I guess right here, and
Yeah, you can squeeze through. That's fine.
okay, and I will take a swing at the animated armor with
Okay.
with the one-ended longsword, which is silvered. If that changed anything, and it's a 16.
That should hit. No, actually misses.
And let me see if I can work something else in there. Alright, I guess cannot move that. That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. Honor, you're up.
Honor is going to swing his great sword at the animated armor. For a 9, which does not hit. Yeah. Alright. And can I do anything else? No, I can't. Alright, done.
Beltic.
Baltic, moving with newfound swiftness, goes ahead and approaches the armor, and he'll start with a nunchuck and an unarmed strike, and then we'll see where that goes.
That's 2 misses.
He will go ahead and expend 1 point of Kai to do a flurry of blows to go ahead and make 2 more unarmed attacks.
Alright, so your key points you're using. Okay. The 24 will hit.
Okay, so I do 7 bludgeoning damage to the suit of armor.
Nice.
And then I'll expend my other key point to go ahead and take a patient defense.
Smart.
And that will end my turn.
The armor will go. It'll attack, it'll obviously attack Beltic. Does a 19 hit you?
I have my patient defense, so it has disadvantage. And the 10 will miss.
Nice, nice, nice.
And I believe it's 1 use?
I believe, let me check, I think it's just that I have a dodge action on now.
Yeah, so I think it's the entire round,
Okay,
like all of that.
so we'll say it misses. Warble, you're up.
Alright, so guys, I guess we can't really negotiate with this thing. I guess we'll just have to take it down by pure force, so let's just keep swinging at it, I guess. 17.
That'll miss.
It misses? Oh man. And no, okay, that's it. I will end my turn right there.
Honor.
God damn it.
What's the floor below us? Is it wood or marble or what?
It looks like it's hardwood.
Alright, noted. Honor's just going to attack it again.
Right.
18.
That is the magic number.
Hey, beautiful. 7 points of slashing damage to it.
Alright, anything else?
No, I'm done.
Beltic.
Oh, okay, yeah, just to clarify, yeah, it's a dodge action, so it would have lasted for both. I'll go ahead and try and attack it with my nunchucks and follow that up with an unarmed strike.
The 18 hits.
Okay, 5 points of bludgeoning damage, so I snack it up the side with the nunchucks, my hand just hits metal with no purchase. And that will end my turn.
Alright. The armor will attack Honor. 7 will miss. And 22 will hit, though.
22 does hit. I take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Horrible hero.
Alright, Honor, if you got any potions, now would be a good time to take one. I don't have any, unfortunately. And then as I say
Neat.
that, I will swing again. And miss.
Alright. Honor.
I am going to lay on hands myself and heal myself for 5 hit points.
Beltic.
I will go ahead and make the similar attacks that I've been making thus far.
Both will miss.
And sadly, that will end my turn.
The armor will go. He'll attack Warble this time. That'll hit.
Probably.
And is that it?
The 20 will hit, yeah.
Alright, so you take 10 total.
That total, alright.
Warble, you're up.
Alright, spit out a bit of blood and swing back with a vengeance. God damn it! Or, yeah, no, I can't actually, okay. Because if I would wield it like two-handed, I could reroll that, but not when I use it single hand. And yeah, alright. I guess I have to take in the humiliation. That's the end of my turn.
Hey, Ryan. Honor looks around. If he creates a bonfire underneath the armor, does he risk setting everything on fire?
Make me a perception check. Yeah, you think you'd be alright.
Alright. Because Honor thinks it's alright. He kinda looks at the armor and his eyes flash red, and he creates a bonfire underneath the armor.
Alright, go ahead and cast.
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. 18 makes it, but there is a fire underneath his feet.
Dang, this is one dodgy set of armor.
Yeah.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Beltic.
Nunchuck and uppercut.
Alright, anything else?
For some reason, the nunchuck didn't go through it first. Hold on. Okay, yep, neither of them hit, so I'm just hitting metal and starting to hurt my hand at this point. And
Alright.
that ends my turn.
Go ahead and roll the 1d8.
Alright, hold on. Four points of damage.
Alright, the armor will attack Beltic. 15.
That would be a hit. Exactly.
So you take 6. And then 18.
Also a hit.
Those rolls again.
So you take 12.
I am unconscious.
Alright, Werble. In order
Oh, no, I only
to attack, you have to go through the bonfire.
Can I dismiss it because it's a concentration?
On your turn.
On my turn? Okay. I didn't know if you could just stop concentrating for whatever reason.
I think you can, but I think is it considered an action?
It is not considered an action.
Okay. However, can I move through my my party as like double? I think it takes twice the movement.
You would squeeze, yes.
Okay.
Well, you can step over Beltic's body, so I guess that would...
Actually, I just looked at the damage. I'm sorry. I heard a number instead of looking, and I was wrong. I still have 3 points of hit points left.
Sweet.
Okay, so I guess you have to squeeze in the spot.
Okay. So here's what I'll do. First, I'll do my second win. So it's 1d10 plus my fighter level. So 1d10 plus 2. So I'm up 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just kind of like take it in, squeeze my teeth. I will squeeze through Honor, Baltic, and what I'll do is I'll try to, I guess, move through the armor to go here. Is that possible?
It would be... because it's a hard corner, you would probably have to stay.
Because, okay.
You could just wait until Honor goes and then take your action.
Okay. You know what? That's what I'll do. I will wait to see if Honor can dismiss the fire, and if that's the case, then I'm gonna move over here and take my swing at the armor. So that's my ready action.
Okay, so Honor, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm going to create the bonfire underneath him again.
Alright, so...
Oh, wait, hold on. Before I do that, is he standing on anything that looks that... does it look okay that I'll be making the bonfire underneath him? Moving the bonfire over?
Yes.
Alright, then I'll do that. I'll create bonfire underneath him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
3 points of damage.
He's still up. Alright, so Honor is gone, so Werble, you can take your ready action.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna move right here. Take my swing. Ah, man. Those rolls. And, yeah, so that's it.
Beltic.
Beltic will go ahead and try and hit it with the nunchucks first, and then do an unarmed strike after.
$24 will hit.
Okay, so the nunchucks once again are my savior. I go ahead and hit it in the leg, and it makes a loud clank for 6 bludgeoning damage, and that won my turn.
Alright. It makes it save. So Beltic.
That will knock me out.
Okay. And then Honor.
The fire is still underneath him because he hasn't moved out of the thing, so I'm just going to I'm just going to attack him with my greatsword.
Oh, no, he hit you.
Oh, he hit me? 20. I am going to throw up a... no. I'll take it.
Okay. Horrible.
Alright, I'm gonna try to swing and finish this thing.
That was 4 damage from the 20. That was
man.
3 damage from the 21, right?
Correct.
So I miss, and I will. Okay, I'll take my action surge
Okay.
to move over. I guess I'm gonna. Oh, yeah, to move over Beltic and stabilize him, like here. So I might take an attack.
Yep.
That misses.
Okay.
And so is that medicine to? I'm not too sure. I don't remember to stabilize him.
Yeah, you have to roll a medicine check.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys.
Ye-
Fucking Captain Useless today.
He just starts slapping me, just like, stop it, stop bleeding.
Stop dying!
All right, Honor, you're up.
Alright, he's still under the fire, so I'm just going to move there, and then I'm going to attack him with a greatsword. And... yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos to give myself advantage on this roll.
All right. Go ahead. Cast a spell if you could.
What?
If you can cast a spell, that'd be great.
What do you...
Never mind. Not a spell, was it? All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I use Tides of Chaos. 17 doesn't hit him though, right?
No.
Alright, well then, he's still under the bonfire, and I end my turn there.
Did you make a concentration check for the bonfire when you got hit?
Oh, no I didn't, thank you. Nope. Okay, well, if I lost the bonfire, I wouldn't have attacked with the greatsword, I would have relit the bonfire.
That's fine. Let's see what Beltic does first.
Yep, death save.
So, I would have created bonfire under him again if I if I lost the bonfire.
Well, let's see if he's at 1 hit point. See if he makes the save first.
I mean,
Okay. What was your DC?
13, so he fails it.
All right, he's dead.
Nice.
Hey! I immediately dismiss the bonfire to stop, to make sure nothing happens to the house.
The room is charred, but no structural damage.
I will move over to Beltic, and I will use one of my healer's kits to stabilize him.
Okay. You are stabilized.
woo, sounds good. So yeah, I stopped bleeding.
All right, now we have to wait for him to get back to consciousness.
Honor picks Beltic up and puts him over his shoulder and says, "Perhaps we should move back down to the library to take a short rest."
Yeah, most definitely. Wait for him to.
Luckily,
come
I
back.
only weigh like 70 some pounds even with my gear, so I'm not that bad to carry.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know. I guess it's the fact that we're so tired and I'm thrown off, not like knowing the time. I don't know. I couldn't hit anything.
Don't worry about it, Warble. You proved yourself in a fight countless times, and you did pretty well. That thing was a tough opponent.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this this kind of like curse dissipate quickly, because I don't know. I just hope it doesn't stays like that. We'll see.
Mm. Honor's listening to you, but he also looks a little pensive and a little thoughtful, like he's thinking about something else while he's talking to you as well.
Alright, so I guess we can kick it back for about an hour or so. Let's see if Beltic comes back to consciousness in the meanwhile.
I'm going to use both of my hit die to heal myself.
I will do the same once the hour is up, if nothing else happens.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just going to use my D10 because I rolled so well on my D10.
Okay, I'm back up at max. Wow, I wish these rolls would have been happening for me on those D20s, but almost max and a max roll.
Oh, so you can just hit die? Hold on, let me try this. I've already rolled my hit die, but I'm just testing this out.
Yeah, if you click
Yeah,
on
and
it.
it'll even apply your Constitution modifier for you.
Ah, pretty cool.
Yeah, those sheets are like hella clickable.
And since I had a pleasant snooze for an hour, my key points come back to me. So now I'm back at 2 key points. No, actually, no. I have to meditate for 30 minutes to get them back. So no, they do not come back to me yet.
You spend about 90 minutes down there.
Yeah. Take
Okay,
take your.
if we spend 30 minutes after me coming back to consciousness, I will go ahead and meditate the 30 minutes to go ahead and get my key points back.
Yeah. We would definitely allow you to do just that.
Yeah, when I wake up, I literally don't even say a word, just kind of get into a meditative stance with my holy symbol of Sejuan Earthcaller and just immediately start meditating and just not even talking to anyone or acknowledging anyone else's existence.
Should we take a quick break? Like pee break, I mean, like
I'm
Yeah,
fine
we
with
can
the
take
pee
it.
break.
Let's take a 5-minute bio.
Alright, cool. Let's take a 5. I'll see you guys just back. I'll throw some music in the channel while we wait.
Alright, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Be right back. Alright, so let's put some music. So quick 5-minute breaks, guys, and then we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's see if anybody else is back. Alright, anybody else back?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. Need about 1 more minute.
No problemo.
Well, this has been an exciting one so far. Secret rooms, getting knocked out by suits of armor.
Yeah. I mean, I'm scared, man, because if we get anything tougher than this suit of armor, like, with those rolls...
Yeah, I plan to be a bit smarter with my Kai points now. At first, I was like, oh, I'm going to go aggressive and defensive. Now I'm like, well, 2 turns of patient defense for me. Because that first turn of patient defense saved me from taking 2 hits.
Yeah, it really paid off, actually.
So my plan now is just to use those. Since I only have 2 Kai points, I'm planning, like, for 2 rounds, just go patient defense. So that way I can kind of tank some things if necessary.
You know what? I think that's how I would play the first few
I'm
levels
back.
of the monk.
That's what I'm gonna do now. I've learned. Beltic has learned his lesson. Aggression didn't really pay off. 1 in 4 hits, and I dodged 2 hits. Ultimately, it's a better move to go patient defense because it's a lot more. It gave a lot more success.
Yeah, but you, I mean, you did some really good damage too, though. Actually, I think most of the damage came from you.
Yeah, that was just because I can throw 2 attacks per round. In the first round, I even threw 4. So yeah, I got the most only because sheer attrition, nothing else. Single hit damage definitely went to Honor. He went ahead and knocked out a huge chunk of it.
Alright, so you have a pair of doors to the north, a little hallway, and then a pair of doors to the south.
So you all heard the noise from above us, which would mean the doors to the north should have something in them, unless you think this armor was the thing making the noise.
Honor is actually not paying attention. He looks distracted at the char marks on the ground, and he looks a little bit upset at it at the moment.
Honor, is everything alright?
Oh, Honor kind of turns and looks towards you, and then he kind of shakes his head and he kind of goes, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'll pay more attention. I apologize."
Are you upset with damaging the house? Don't worry, it doesn't matter. We can get this all scuffed out.
No, that's not it. But thank you. And Honor just kind of moves and pushes forward towards the double doors that are right up there.
Werble looks at Beltic and kind of like shrugs and follow Honor.
Perhaps before Honor opens the door, I kind of whisper, perhaps a bit of stealth is in order. We don't know if what's behind there knows we're here. It most likely does because it heard the combat, but on the off chance it doesn't and it's hostile, it would be nice to get an attack in on it before it can attack us.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah, let's try to be
I'm
discreet.
sorry. And
Allow
Honor
me
kind
to
of
take the
steps
lead.
aside and lets you take the lead.
I would like to, as quietly as possible, open the doors.
Alright.
Welp, a 9 isn't very quiet, I imagine.
No. 1 second, it's loading.
Not a problem. I'm imagining these doors are gonna squeak real bad.
It's probably not a good sign that it's loading.
It could be worse. There could be health kits and, like, consumables everywhere.
Keep
Give me a
living the
second.
dream. Live the
Give me
dream.
1 second, guys. I'm gonna reload.
Sounds good.
Or like 2 kids over like a corpse, like feeding. You're like, what?
Those 2 kids from before, yeah. I mean, they were based on... I'm thinking that they were some kind of illusion, but they were based on the actual children who were supposed to inherit this house. They're the Durst kids. So, who
Well-
knows, maybe they were sacrificing people, too.
This isn't Honor talking, but this is just me talking. Now, the letter said it was a stillborn son. Do you think that Ross Athalia and Thurnbolst was the son, right? Do you think he did something in order to make Thurnbolst alive again?
Oh man, I mean, they were doing rituals, but the rituals we saw were bogus. But maybe he had a ritual that wasn't in those books. Maybe there's like a book in the dungeon that's gonna be like, this is the real ritual book, and he brought the kid back. I could see that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment is because now the children are running around and they're probably tied to like they're either A, ghosts or B, possessed or something. I don't know.
I was just thinking they're illusions, but yeah, that would make sense. I mean, I could see like, I mean, I remember from the picture they didn't look quite right. They kind of almost had a bluish tint to their skin. Ghosts would make sense. I don't know. Maybe they're creatures that can turn invisible, or maybe they're changelings or something. I don't know. Whatever they are not good for us, is what I imagine.
Exactly.
So kill it with fire.
Yep.
But I mean, one thing that I'm like I don't remember is that were we like meeting up with Irina or like
We were helping. We were there when the grave was being dug for her father, and by the priest. And then that's when I noticed the children. And I started to I noticed them again because we had seen them when we were coming into town. So I decided to go try and talk to them because they're just kind of standing there ominously, and there's like no one around to watch them. But they're not doing anything. They're not like playing or something. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what's going on. And then that's when they ran off. So I started to give a little bit of chase, and you followed me, being like, what the heck are you doing? And that's when the mist came in and it separated us. By the time that we realized the mist had come in, it had already covered the church area. So there's no way we could have got back to Arena. And now we've been trapped in the house.
okay, so we still have to go back to Irina like when we make it out of here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
We have to make sure that. I'm assuming that they probably either finished the burial or are close to it. So when we get back, if it's not finished, we can watch over it and make sure that happens, and then we can get her to Valaki. Hopefully, I mean, I'm not sure how many days travel. I can't remember if we were told or not, but I know it was closer than the other place, and that it's supposed to be a well-fortified city that they think Strahd may not be able to get into.
Now, did they give us a time constraint on that? Because we've spent a day here in the house already. So Arena's looking at her sundial going, where are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't given a time frame. It was just her brother Ismark wanted her out as soon as possible because Strahd wants them, and he has been going after them, but apparently after the Burgermaster died, his minions stopped attacking the house, apparently, for whatever reason. They've just kind of stopped. So I don't know if Strahd has other plans or if he's giving her a reprieve. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, as soon as possible seems to be when we want to get her out of here.
Right. Plus,
Although I am kind of concerned about taking her out of town during night, just because, I mean, the concept of taking her out at night makes me feel like we may run into some issues, but we still can if we need to. I mean, after all, as soon as possible.
So you open up the door, and it looks to be a large bedroom. And you see a lot of dusty panes of stained glass. You see drapes covering the windows. You see a four-poster bed with embroidered curtains. And tattered gossamer veils. You see a pair of wardrobes that look like they're emptied. A vanity with a mirror and a jewelry box. And a padded chair. And there's a tiger skin rug on the ground. It looks to be rotted in front of the fireplace.
oh man.
And you see a portrait hanging above it.
I go ahead and symbol for everyone to come in since I don't see any creatures.
Do you guys think that the people here had to like leave in a rush? You know, everything's
Something-
emptied and
I disagree with that. I think that they've been practicing dark arts, and whatever dark arts that they were doing came and found them.
Beltic would like to look at the portrait. Is it one of the Durst family members we've seen in a previous portrait?
Yes, it looks to be the owners of the house, Gustav and Elizabeth.
Okay, Beltic is starting to be like, he points to it and he looks at Werble and he says, these people don't seem the type to rush in and out of things. Considering what we found in their secret library, I believe more foul play was afoot, especially since they were messing with powers they didn't understand, making up rituals as they went.
Possible. It's in the realm of possibilities. I'm like. So you guys saying whatever happened to them was probably not their willing.
I don't think they had the chance to leave. Either they died in this house of natural causes and no one inherited it for some strange reason, or something more foul took place. After all, we have heard of a monster being here.
Right.
I believe I lean towards the second option that you said. I predict that there's something here, still here, that they weren't able to. They delved too deep. Let's put it that way. It is a good cautionary tale for the dangers of dabbling in the dark arts. And Honor kind of gives Beltic a look, but he just leaves it at that, and then he continues looking around the room.
Beltic kind of gives a good look at his hands at that point, kind of getting the message loud and clear, but knowing that he's kind of already been put down a path that has obviously affected his physical body, both appearance-wise and abilities. And when he's looking at his hands, he kind of looks at the floor and starts remembering that the party said that the noise is coming from above them, and this is what above them would be. So he starts looking for scratch marks or anything on the floor that a creature may leave.
Based on your perception, you don't see anything.
Was this where the noise was coming from?
It would appear so, but
I'm not seeing any scratches or evidence of a creature. Not that you're wrong to have heard those noises, but whatever it was, apparently was not leaving marks behind.
Hey Ryan, there are 3 doors here, correct? One here, one here, one here, and one here. Right?
Yes.
Honor is going to move over to each one in turn and just open it and see what's inside of it.
Okay. That one appears to be a closet.
And then he's going to move over to this one and open it.
Appears to be a balcony that leads outside, and you can barely see outside because of the mist.
Okay, and then he's going to open the last door. He's going to close the door that leads to the outside so that the mist doesn't get in, and then he's going to open the last door.
Okay, that's the dumbwaiter that's been connecting to the other rooms.
I see. Alright.
One mystery solved.
yeah. I'm going to search this sort of desk or whatever.
Okay, that's a vanity, and you find a jewelry box, Warble,
Okay.
and you see 3 gold rings and a platinum necklace inside.
So I kind of like picked them up and showed everybody, like mostly jewelry, you know. And then I drop it back there.
Perhaps if we survive this, we can sell those for a bit of coin. After all, it seems like the owners won't be needing them anymore.
I don't know, man. I can't help myself to think that it really feels like we're looting this place. You know,
They were evil, and they were practicing dark arts here. They should be shown no mercy.
And their stuff should belong to us if we want it. Beltic kind of like looks with a smile on his face at that point.
I mean,
Honor makes no comment.
If you guys want to take the jewelry, go ahead.
Beltic gladly goes over and snatches it up and throws it in the portion of his bag that also has the little skeletal figurines wearing dresses.
Okay.
And then there was nothing else in there, Ryan? Like,
No.
okay, well, I take a step back. And, you know, I think I want to search these cabinet, like this one and this one right here. I think you
look to
mentioned
be
they were
empty.
empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can Beltic move the rug to make sure there's no trapdoor or secret there?
Yeah, you can easily move it. There's nothing underneath it.
And just making sure we found a secret door once. And also, actually, can I check inside the fireplace to make sure there's no, like, kind of secret entrance or lever or something?
Sure. Make me an investigation.
And I want to do the same thing for the bed, see if there's any hidden or secret compartment.
Okay.
16 on the investigation.
You don't seem to find anything.
Then I will step out of the fireplace quickly.
Do you want me to roll investigation or perception?
Probably say investigation since you're interacting with the bed. Okay. You don't seem to find anything with the bed frames or underneath.
Okay. Well, it seems we searched this place. I didn't find any more important documents or anything like that. I guess we can explore like down the hall.
Beltic, you said you wish to stealth around. I'd leave it to you.
Sounds like a plan. He kind of smiles, gives the party a wink, and goes ahead and stealths. I see a door that's like right across from us, so he'll go ahead and try and as quietly as possible open that door.
Honor is going to let the two gnomes go first and take the back.
A 14 stealth check, not terrible.
Alright. You open this door up, Beltic, and inside appears to be a bathroom.
I go ahead and take a step inside and see if there's any kind of secret doors or anything like under the tub or on the walls or something.
You search the room, you don't find anything.
I whisper to the rest of the party, just a washroom, and I move on to the next door that I can find.
Alright, I'm gonna follow behind him.
Beltic, you see a door here, and it opens up into what appears to be a storage room.
I'd like to just do a quick kind of, without going in there, just take a quick look around, see, does it look like there could be any kind of secrets or something?
It looks like it's been barely stepped in. You see like folded sheets and blankets, little bars of soap, a broom in the corner.
Kind of look at the party and jokingly say, anyone need any cleaning supplies?
Honor just kind of shakes his head and just keeps holding back and keeping an eye out on everything.
Perhaps if we want to clean up the burns, we'll come back to here later. Then he looks at the floor and then goes to the next door and opens it as quietly as possible.
Honor just stares at Beltic.
The door opens. Inside you see what appears to be a suite with a couple doors here and here.
Okay, I'm as quietly as possible kind of moving in, and I'd like to, before I open any of these doors, once again take a look around. Beltic is still very conscious of the fact that they found one secret door and there could be more.
Alright, You open the door, and you see a bedroom with a large bed, 2 end tables. You see what looks to be a fireplace in the corner. You see a full-length mirror where the wardrobe is, and you see a couple doors here and here.
Okay, I'd like to take a quick look around, especially at things like the fireplace and the dresser, not the dresser, the wardrobe, to see if there could be any like secret doors built into them.
I'll search the bed again, kind of like flip over in the mattress, looks for compartment in the kind of like the base of the bed or stuff like tucked underneath.
Okay. As you go underneath the bed, Werble, to search it.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Bed monsters!
Bed bugs, they're gonna bite! That's the first lesson of sleeping, you don't let them bite.
Yeah, but the first lesson of sleep is you always look underneath your bed before going to bed for like bed monsters, you know? You gotta
This is
know.
true.
You have to know before you go to bed. Oh shit!
Oh no, it's purple rain.
It's Prince! He's back!
That means it's a ghost. No! So, does this ghost look particularly happy at our presence? Perhaps he's
Not
like,
really. Not really. As a matter of fact, it goes to swing at you.
dang, I was hoping he'd be like, oh, it's been so long since anyone's come to my bed chambers. Please, welcome!
It's like I was strapped under the bed.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
No problem.
Take your time. I'm in no rush to get killed again.
Virus in chat says the first lesson of sleeping in D&D is don't.
Accurate. Very accurate.
Yeah, like sleeping and resting is kind of like looking for trouble in D&D. Oh, I get green flame bladed?
No, that's me. I'm
Okay.
seeing if I actually deal fire damage with the green flame blade, but no, I only deal fire damage to the second creature. So
Green
that's what I was.
flame.
Green flame.
Yeah, Chris Perkins just announced that since he finished up work on whatever the next season for D&D is going to be, he's actually started writing the next season of Acquisitions.
I can't wait to see them play it. It's awesome.
Indeed, yeah. When I saw him announce, I'm like, one, okay, the next season with the guy from Adventure Time writing the majority of it is done, so that's good to hear. And then two, yeah, we got the next season of Acquisitions is in the works, so even better.
Oh my.
Does 17 hit you, Werble?
It doesn't.
Oh snap, this thing's angry.
Alright, let's roll initiative.
Woo. That life drain though.
22!
Beltic, you're up.
What does this thing look like? Like, is it just a purplish specter, or does it look like a woman, or does it look like a person, or?
It does look like a woman. Like a nursemaid.
Oh, stillborn child, nursemaid? Child brought back to life, perhaps? She had to raise the thing, maybe it killed her?
So as this thing jumped to me, like I obviously like startled and probably like fell back a little bit. So Beltic, you get a
it is
chance
underneath
to.
the bed, so it does have cover.
Oh shit. Like it's underneath the bed?
Yeah, that's why when you went to go look underneath the bed, I swung at you.
Alright. It's underneath the bed! There's like a ghost.
So Beltic kind of runs up, and he can kind of see the thing under there. And does it look possible? Does Beltic think that if he could like take his turn to flip the bed completely over, like just move it away out of the combat area, or would it be too heavy?
It's pretty heavy bed.
Okay, then yeah, he gets that thought out of his head immediately, and he's just gonna try and flail his nunchucks in his fist under the bed, trying to hit this thing.
Okay. 19 will hit.
Okay, so yeah, I swing my nunchucks, nothing happens, so I just go ahead and give a good punch in there, and Beltic believes to have hit something for 7 bludgeoning damage, but it's a ghost, so I'm sure that doesn't quite feel like a solid hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's going all the way through.
Yeah, and at this point, Beltic, he's just going to end his turn. He's not going to spend any high points yet. He's kind of confused as to what to do. He's never fought a ghost before.
Alright, Horrible, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick myself back up. I'm gonna take my longsword, and I'm just gonna like thrust it forward, like underneath the bed, you know, like try to just hit anything. And it's silvered, if it helps.
Well, you do hit.
Alright, let's see. Okay, 7.
It doesn't seem like it's going fully through.
Alright, and okay, so what I'll do is then I'll take a step back from the bed after that. I guess I'm gonna take an attack. Well, whatever.
Okay. Honor, you're up.
I am going to. It's still under the bed, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to ready my greatsword, and comes out from under the bed. Then I'm going to swing at it.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, the Spectre tries to attack Beltic from underneath the bed.
Is it coming out from under the bed to do that?
Yes, you can make a swing.
$18.
That does hit.
11 points of slashing damage.
It doesn't look like you do full damage.
Okay, but it still looks like I'm affecting it. Like I am hurting it a little bit at least.
Oh yeah. Beltic. Is it 18 hit you?
Probably. Oh, 14 necrotic! Oh, that's so mean.
18 hit you, Beltic?
Save?
I think it does, and you just killed him.
No,
so
I'm still up by 1 hit point, but do you want me to make the Constitution save now?
yes.
No, I was joking because you weren't responding, so I just assumed.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know why it wasn't picking me up. It was saying that it could hear me, but it wasn't. You guys couldn't for some reason. I got a 4 on the con save, so I failed that one.
Okay, so you have 1 hit point total until you get a long rest.
Yep, sounds right.
Wow. Oh my god. Wow, that's nasty.
Over here, to this side of the bed. Beltic, you're up.
I don't think it's picking you up again.
Yeah, it's not picking you up again.
Is that any better?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, don't know why. It keeps telling me that I'm fine, but for some reason you guys... I was just asking, does it have any other nasty surprises for us on its turn?
I think it's your turn.
Yeah, it is your turn now.
Oh, okay, I guess I can't hear you guys either. That's weird. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and hit this thing with my nunchucks and go ahead and give it a punch to the gut.
Both those attacks will miss.
Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and use a key point to go ahead and take a patient defense.
Okay, so that bumps your AC up.
No,
Hey,
it
guys.
just makes me take a dodge. So
Okay.
attacks against me have disadvantage, and if I make a dex save, I have advantage as long as I can see the opponent.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. I have a phone call. I'm going to run and grab it real quick. Okay.
No problem.
Sounds good.
All right, Warble, you're up.
Okay, like, Ghost, I was going to talk to you, what? Seeing that you're, you don't seem to be in the mood to do so, so I guess we'll just have to take care of you. And I swing my longsword.
15 will hit.
Ooh. For 7 slashing.
Okay, it definitely looks like it hurt.
Okay, and you know what? I will action surge. And I'll do another attack.
Okay,
For 9 slashing.
still up.
Sorry, Baltic. I tried.
Beltic, he's like, it's okay. Just hacking up blood.
Honor is up. Honor will.
Cower in fear.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
No, we kind of need him right now.
No, I'm fine. What would make you think I'm not?
Man, those life drains. Pretty mean.
Yeah, now I'm at 1 hit point till a long rest. Dang, this is great.
Watch your step in the stairs.
Yeah, a strong breeze could knock me out at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna use Green Flame Blade. And that's gonna kill it.
Nice.
Woo! My hero. I kind of look at the rest of the party, I'm like, it would be much appreciated if I could get a break as I'm almost collapsing.
I put my hand to his shoulder. Are you okay? You look shook. I wonder what this thing was actually.
Yeah, so you guys take a look at the room next door, and it looks to be a nursery of some type.
Like that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Beltic kind of looks at the party, seeing if they want him to lead still.
No, you take a step back. You look pretty, I'll go in there, check it out. Alright, so I carefully kind of like peek in.
Alright.
And what's that?
You see a crib, and you see a black shroud covering it.
A black shroud?
Yeah, like a covering.
Okay. Alright. I'm going to kind of like inspect it left and right. Obviously, I want to lift the thing, but I'm not too sure about it. So I want to inspect it first.
All right. You think there's something in it, but you're not sure.
So technically, I can lift this this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll carefully lift it. Take a look inside.
All right. So you go to part the shroud, and you see what appears to be a tightly wrapped baby-sized bundle lying in the crib.
Say that again.
You see what appears to be a tightly wrapped baby-sized bundle lying in the crib.
A bundle.
Could be a bundle of joy.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure. Okay,
Bundle of joy in this house seems unlikely.
I will kind of like remove the rest of the drape or the cover, and then like put it on the side, and then I think I'll look to the party and ask for some sort of opinion before I do anything with it. What do you guys think?
That could be the stillborn. Be careful. If it's as we suspect, they may have been trying to bring this thing back to life with rituals. Who knows what dark magics may infest this thing.
Like, what's the smell like? Does it like? How does the room smell?
Smells musty.
Okay, so no particular like. Man, I don't know. I don't. This is creepy. I don't think I wanna touch it.
I would investigate with my sword, not my hands. You could unwrap it with your sword, should it be something that would attack, your sword is close by, and maybe you can make an attack at it before it make one at us. If, on the other hand, it turns out to be already deceased,
I mean,
well then...
aren't you the one obsessed with dead things?
Yes, but I have a feeling that one of us kind of gives a look at honor. Wouldn't be too thrilled if I started playing with a young body around him. The little ones tend to upset people more than the older ones when their bodies are experimented upon. But if we're all in agreement, and I kind of just walk into the room and grab the bundle.
Yeah, you go ahead. I step aside and I let Beltic.
Yeah, Beltic doesn't even wait for Ruble to step aside. He just literally, if he kind of looks around, no one objects. So he just literally walks right in and grabs the thing right up and starts unfurling it, hoping for a body.
I kind of turn my head.
You unravel the blanket and there's nothing inside it.
He kind of looks really perplexed and throws the things on the ground, and he's like, "There's nothing here." And can he flip the crib? Is it like too heavy for him to flip?
No,
you
you
can
can
flip table?
Yeah, he flips the crib at this point in like upsetness, and he's just like, "There was nothing in the bundle, nothing to worry about," and he just kind of storms out of that room. Kind of muttering to himself little curses in Gnomish.
That's the first time I see someone being upset at not finding a dead baby. I'm a little bit relieved. I think I sigh in relief slightly, and I go back into the room. Actually, this is a window. Here.
Yes.
Okay, and this is somewhat of a balcony. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go back in the room here.
Honor, while they're searching the nursery, you find a secret door that leads upstairs.
Is he back though?
Hmm?
Is he back? I don't think he's back. I think he's still on his phone call.
Okay, well, he finds a secret door.
Ah.
Ah, snap. What was it hidden behind, or was it just built into the wall?
It's hidden behind the mirror.
Yeah, I thought either the fireplace or that body-sized mirror would be there for a reason. We should probably check these last doors though before we go.
Yeah, this leads to the balcony. Maybe if you want, we can take a look. So I'm just gonna push open the door just to confirm that it's a balcony, and probably nothing that way.
Definitely is a balcony that's outside.
Alright, I'm gonna take like 1 or 2 step, confirm, circle around the balcony, and yeah, but I'll take this is just the balcony.
Okay, we have a pretty good grasp of all of these floors. It seems like nothing else should sneak up at us from from any of these floors. Then anything that was alive, we seem to have wiped out.
Alright,
Well-
I'm back. Sorry about being gone.
No problem. Apparently you found a secret door. So yay!
Yay!
Outside werewolf, you hear off in the distance in the fog this.
Purple rain. Guys, I'm hearing screams right here, so I don't know if it's carried by the wind, by the mist, or whatever, but I mean, at this point, I don't even know if I'm, to be perfectly honest, I don't even know if I'm, like, even shaken by it. I don't know.
Honor kinda comes out and stands next to Warble and listens as well.
Like, do you hear it, or is it just me?
Do I hear it?
Yeah.
You hear it as well.
Beltic stays inside, not for fear, but more because he's not feeling too great, and he knows that those mists can apparently affect people in strange ways, so he's like, I'm not in a good shape to be out in them. So he's not going to sleep, but he kind of gets on the bed and goes into a meditative stance out of habit.
Okay.
I mean, it might just be, like, the mist playing tricks, or some people are not having a really good time right now inside the mist.
I don't think anyone's having a good time here in this place.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Alright, let's check out that, you want to go and check out that door?
Beltic kind of looks up and he wants to make protest, but he doesn't. But he does go and close the doors to the balcony. He doesn't really think that leaving the mists, having some kind of access into this room is a good idea.
We didn't check the entire top floor, did we? We just...
Pretty much,
Pretty much.
actually.
We did? Okay.
I think so.
So you guys are over here now.
Beltic instinctively kind of takes the lead, stealthing up.
Where are we? I can't find us. Alright, cool.
And Beltic is very carefully, like, when he's going up these stairs, he's looking at each step, trying to make sure, like, there's no traps or tripwires or something along the way.
You sure you're okay going forward, Beltic? Do you want me to open that door?
I think I'll be fine. As long as I'm careful in a fight, then I shall be okay. But I will be honest with you. 30 minutes to an hour or so to retrieve my Kai would be appreciated. Or I guess I'd say 1 bell. 1 bell to regain my Kai would be appreciated.
As in, like, right now?
Well, for now, I feel as though I've expended some of my life force that I could draw back into myself, but it takes time. I'm not without the ability to fight, though, and my ability to move at speeds that most would find impossible is still with me. just at a much more limited capacity.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't think this is a good place to really like stop. So we can either kind of
I'm
like.
fine with moving forward
Okay,
if necessary.
let's move forward.
So yeah, Beltic will, once he, with each step he makes sure that it's safe, and then when he gets to that door that I can see up there, he tries to as quietly as possible move it open, only after he has looked at it and made sure, as far as he can tell, there's not a trap built into it.
Based on your investigation rolls, you don't see anything.
Okay, then he'll try to, as quietly as possible, move this door open, and only enough so that he can kind of peek through at first and see what's going on.
You see the bare hallway choked with dust and cobwebs, like nobody's bothered it.
He goes ahead and takes, he opens it all the way at this point, still trying to be quiet though, and starts taking a better look around, seeing these various doors, and he kind of looks to the party at this point, not sure as to which door they want him to approach first.
Seeing the room is empty, I wanna ask you guys, what do you think the that kind of like that spirit was about? Like I'm curious what it was doing like under the bed.
Not sure. It did appear to be a nursemaid, and there did appear to be a nursery nearby, so I'm guessing that was where it spent most of its time. Maybe that's why it decided to stay there, but I can give no reason as to why it would attack us. We've done nothing to it, but I'm no master on how spirits work. I more deal with the bodies that create them.
Do you think it would have been like one of the people that lived like in this house, or?
I don't know if anyone in this house was innocent. It's very possible it was another one of those foul ritual performing individuals, but I guess the possibility exists that some of the help was innocent, and subsequently an angry spirit of some form was created by its death here.
Yeah, yeah.
So who knows? Maybe that creature was just so consumed with rage it attacked us, or alternatively, maybe it was evil and thus tried to kill us. For we deem we are here to stop such evils.
Yeah.
Either way, it had to be stopped.
It seemed to be hiding. That's the strange part. Like it seemed to be. Anyway, I just wanted to hear you guys on it.
Evil spirits. Trying to understand evil spirits is a futile endeavor, Warble. They are tormented and twisted because they've been disconnected from their lives here on this plane. It could have been an innocent, it could have been someone who wasn't, but the case is that as they are now, they were not. They were just an evil spirit. Gone is what they were from beforehand.
I mean, I'm just trying to connect the dots, so don't really mind me. All right, which door?
No, it's good to know the history of this place. If knowledge is a weapon, then we need as many weapons as we can get at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Beltic is standing in front of a door, so he kind of looks at the party, sees if any of them are like reaching towards opening a door. If not, he's gonna kind of stealthily open this door.
Yeah, I nod at you.
Honor just nods as well.
Then Beltic, as quietly as possible, moves the door open only enough to go ahead and like peek through it.
Which door are you opening, Beltic?
That one.
It appears to be a balcony.
Okay, if he can't see anything of interest, he'll open it the rest of the way as quietly as possible, just to make sure that it is what it appears to be. And if he still sees nothing, he'll just go ahead and close the door again. And he will, as quietly as possible, move over to the next door.
Okay, that one? Okay. You try that door and it's locked.
Now he kind of looks at the party like, and he like whispers to them like, "It's locked. Should we try it last or force it?"
Maybe
Try it last.
Yeah.
Let's see what the other doors have.
Maybe
first.
the concussion's not gonna help us.
He nods and moves on. And he tries to, as quietly as possible, open that door.
That appears to be a spare bedroom.
He will go ahead and he doesn't see anything, but he's still trying to be quiet when he enters and does a quick check to see if either the wall would lead into that, like there's a secret door between the locked room and this room, and also just the general items that are in his room, if anything would be of value, or if anything was hidden.
In that room in particular, you see basically a bed, a nightstand, a rocking chair, and an empty iron stove in a wardrobe that's empty.
Beltic kind of signs for them that it's safe to come in, and he took that quick look around to see everything was empty, but seeing that there wasn't anything there, he doesn't really say anything after. He just kind of goes to the next door. But he does wait till everyone is clearly done looking in that one room. He doesn't open the door till everyone seems to have given him a nod or something to let him know that they've seen what they want to see, or if they do find anything, to alert him to it.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna search the bed because apparently it's the thing I do now.
13 perception just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary in this room.
No, you don't see anything.
Right, nothing underneath the mattress or no kind of belongings under the bed.
Nah, nothing that you see.
All right. I take a look at this. Is this empty?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm gonna follow Beltic out.
And yeah, once everyone's given me the nod, I go ahead and, as quietly as possible, open the door that's in front of me that I haven't already opened.
Yeah, you get the nod.
Give the nod as well.
All right.
Then Beltic proceeds.
Beltic opens the door.
That tone was a weird tone, as in like.
It looks like it's a storage room. You see a lot of old furniture draped in dusty white sheets. You see near the stove is underneath one of the sheets. You see what appears to be a chest that's halfway open with skeletal remains inside.
I go ahead and put my hand up to wait, and I whisper to them, "There's a chest inside."
Careful with that.
I'll go in first. And Honor is going to step into the room.
All right. Nothing happens.
Alright, Honor's going to inspect the general area. He's going to shy away from the chest at the moment and just mostly take a look at the furniture, maybe pull off a couple of the dust covers, the covers on the furniture, just to see what it looks like.
Okay.
Beltic, on the other hand, will go straight for the chest with the remains. And he will cautiously from the side, like he's standing to the side of it, he's going to open it up. But since they're already partially open, he feels like any trap that was in it would have activated.
All right. So as you're searching, you notice that there's several, different types of furniture, chairs, cabinets, and you don't seem to find anything out of the ordinary. Make me a perception check, though.
Me?
Beltic. Okay. To the north of you, Beltic, you find a secret door.
I go ahead and put my hand up so everyone can kind of see him, and I kind of point. I'm like, "Secret door."
Another
But
one?
I don't open it yet though. I just kind of call everyone's attention. When he says another one, I nod very seriously. Yes.
Honor kind of gives a sigh.
Should we clear this floor first?
Open it.
Well. First, I want to make sure like I don't see any trap.
Search. You don't seem to find any traps.
Cautiously push this door open, trying to make as little noise as possible.
It opens outwards towards you.
Okay, I kind of tell Werble to move back a bit. That it's going to open our way,
Alright, I move back in this corner over here.
and then I go ahead and open it up.
You open it up, and it looks to be a 5-foot wide shaft of mortared stone that starts and descends downward. And you see basically very thick cobwebs that looks like it hasn't been touched in decades.
Decades.
How far down does it look like it descends to?
You can't really tell.
Would that be the way to the dungeon or the altar?
Perhaps. Honor is going to look for something small, like a rock or a piece of debris or something along that line here in this room, and he's just going to drop it down the shaft to see how far it seems to go.
You hear it ricket off what appears to be stairs,
No.
but then it stops.
How far down? Like the shaft goes down, straight down, and then how far down until it hit the stairs?
Well, the steps of the stairs start at the base of the secret door, but as you throw the rock, you hear it bounce off the wall and hits a couple steps and then stops.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood. All right, got it.
Perhaps we should clear this floor before we enter such.
Yep. I agree.
If that is what you wish, Honor closes the secret door and maybe moves one of the furniture objects in front of it, just to make sure nothing comes up out of it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk across the room and I'm gonna remove whatever's covering the furniture and inspect the furniture, search it.
Yeah, you just find like mannequins and wardrobes and boxes, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Actually, before I leave, I have to do what I went in there for the first place. I want to check in that chest with the body in it. I want to very carefully from the side of it. I want to open it up and look inside.
It looks like the woman that you just fought against down in the suite.
I'm taking a lot of interest in this. I forget to even mention it to the party. I'm just kind of like, what kind of state is she in? Is she like mummified? Is she just
She's
bones?
very skeletal. Do a medicine check for me.
Blood Tiggins. Go over here.
Medicine check.
Can he hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, I mean, can he? Baltic, did you get the, okay.
Yeah, sorry, it was being really delayed. It
Oh,
wasn't reading it, and then it did read it finally. But I got a 20 on the first check.
It's a dead person.
You think that the woman was stabbed many times.
Finally, I kind of remember where I am and
We lost the last part.
Yeah, we lost the last part.
She definitely was stabbed multiple times by death wounds, or by stabbing wounds.
Ready to come back into the room so I can go ahead and let them know and show them what I found.
Alright, coming back. What is
So
it?
this is
Yep.
I think you're cutting off, Beltic.
she was stabbed to death from multiple wounds. It doesn't look like the first one killed her. It looked like it may.
Basically, Beltic describes to you it was multiple wounds, and it wasn't the first shot that killed her.
And we can recognize that it does look like the ghost that we defeated upstairs, correct?
He wears very similar clothing. Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. And then
We
there's a
should-
chest, right? Like, does it appear she was stabbed as she was opening or reaching for the chest?
No, you think her body was placed in it.
Oh.
We should bring her to rest so that her spirit does not linger anymore.
I think we
How do
already
we
did
do that? How does one put a body to rest? I only know how to repair one.
Well,
I
if
kinda
we
have a
can get
grim
out of this
smile.
house, we can bury it properly and have a decent burial for her.
Ah, I can do that. Will that stop ghosts?
Perhaps. I've heard stories that might stop some ghosts.
Yeah, I could see why she'd be upset. The way they've dealt with her body is rather crude. There's much better incisions you could... Never mind, never mind.
Hey Ryan, could I make like a religion check to try and at least give her last rites or give her some sort of better send off in order to maybe appease the ghost spirit?
Like performing last rites.
Yeah, something along that line.
You could.
Alright. Religion check or just do I do it?
You just do it.
Alright, well, Honor kind of stops to do it for a little while. And he turns back and says, hopefully that will appease the ghost and stop it from coming back.
Hopefully. Alright, and then there was this other door. And then I point towards that door.
Alright, Beltic.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and as quietly as possible open it just enough so we can peek in at first.
Okay.
The official party door opener.
So you open it, and there looks
That's
to
a very
be,
important part of the party.
It is.
You look to see it looks like a bedroom, and in it you see a writing desk with a stool, empty wardrobe, rocking chair, a nightstand, and in the corner of the room you see a smiling doll, in a lacy yellow dress that sits in the northern window box, cobwebs draping it like a wedding veil, smiling at you as the lightning flickers.
This just turned into Chucky.
So yeah, I've taken a few steps into the room and now I'm kind of looking around to see if there's anything else I see that catches my interest besides that doll.
Alright, I searched the bed.
Okay. Long story short, you guys don't seem to find anything.
Even at the desk?
Yeah.
No key then?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Honor is going to approach the doll and kind of just not touch it, but kind of look at it.
That's a creepy doll, man. You think it's a kid's room? Like,
Perhaps. Honor kind of moves away from the doll and begins inspecting the rest of the room.
Perhaps the sister's room. If the brother was indeed the stillborn, the sister needed a place to stay as well. Although why she had to go through a secret door to get there.
yeah, why,
confounds
why
me.
would they hide these bedrooms, like behind a secret door? You know, maybe maybe illegitimate children. You know, like.
Or perhaps this might just be the servants' quarters, the servants' wing of the room.
It's possible, but I mean, usually you don't really hide your servants, like behind secret access or secret doors. Usually,
I've heard of some paranoid nobles who keep their servants separated, and they have more secret passages in order to get to the other parts of the house.
Okay.
Well, either way, the question remains. Should we...
You cut out, I think, again, Socrates.
All right. So as you guys are searching the door for the lock, it looks like it's a padlock. That's locking the door there.
Can I just try and smash it and break it free?
Make me an insight check real quick.
$21.
You felt like you didn't search something in the library as close as you thought.
We checked the desk, we checked the fireplace, we checked the book. Oh, was there a key in the secret room?
It wasn't in the secret room. When you checked the desk originally, you didn't check all of the desk.
Oh, well, huh. Okay. So Honor kinda looks back and kinda looks at the other two and kinda goes, "We haven't found any keys, have we?
Not to my knowledge.
Did we check thoroughly everywhere?"
I believe so.
I mean, did we? I mean, we tried to, but it wasn't like we specifically searched everything. We just kind of like searched whatever was catching our attention. I mean, I searched like the beds. I searched a few desks. But, like, you think we would have missed this key?
Perhaps.
I mean, it's possible, but at the same time, like, can we just like break the lock?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go and do anyway.
Yeah.
Honor is going to break the lock.
I'm going to help him and give him advantage if I can.
Beltic's just gonna nurse his wounds.
Strength check.
You hear what appears to be someone coming up the stairs.
Holy shit.
Honor's drawn his blade, turning towards the stairs.
Yeah, turn around with shield and longsword.
Corn
Beltic gets in a
Shit.
defensive position.
Corn
Honor.
staircase.
Honor visibly like just jeez.
Dude, you're gonna get yourself killed. What the fuck?
Announce yourself next time. Jeez.
Sorry, I was trying to, not break the staircase. You forgot something. He pulls out an iron key.
Oh, wow,
where'd
how
you
perfect
find this?
timing.
That's pretty handy.
Yes, I'm gonna go back to the library now.
There is
Okay.
some good reading in there.
Delivery.
That's my
Well, that was
contribution.
for
to
Yeah.
this session.
I give him a nice tip and I let Honor try the key.
I
It
try
opens.
the key.
Beltic
And I
takes
move
his.
in.
Beltic looks a little hurt by being replaced with his official party position of opening doors, but he's fine with it ultimately.
All right, so in this room, you see a bricked up window flanked by two dusty wood framed beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on its side in a dollhouse that's perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs. Lying in the middle of the floor are two small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the two cradles a stuffed doll you also recognize.
Oh shit, these are the two kids. I have a feeling.
Beltic looks to honor last rites before we get a ghost to deal with.
Honor is already kind of kneeling down and looking at the kids with pity in his eyes, and he begins administering the last rites to them.
Beltic pulls out his holy symbol of Sejuan Earthcaller and also would do a Sneebling, like traditional, like quicker than should be done, but still trying to go ahead and giving some.
The doll that we saw, where did we see it before? Because you said we recognize it.
It's in the adjacent room.
So this is a copy of that same doll that was in the adjacent room?
Correct.
Interesting. Okay, Honor finishes administering the last rites to them, his eyes kind of with pity. Can he roll medicine to see how they died?
Yeah, what happened here?
Sure.
What happened? Oh, shit.
An 11.
Definitely natural causes, but you're not sure. Like
What if I give him a advantage trying to help him?
sure. Starvation is definitely the big thing.
And the door was locked. I look at the door from inside the room. Does it look like it have claw marks or scratches on the inside of the door?
You feel like no, it looks like they've basically kept themselves busy by playing.
So, like, some assholes locked these kids in here alive, and then they died from starvation. Like, what happened here? And then the other lady that was stabbed, like that's messed up.
Honor's going to move to the toy chest and the dollhouse and inspect them a little more closely, especially the dollhouse. Does the dollhouse have the secret rooms on it as well? Because it's you said it's a model of the house that we're standing in.
As a matter of fact, you see 3 replicas of yourselves in the room that the kids are in.
Oh my god.
Honor kind of like steps back from
Yeah,
that a
that's
little bit.
creepy.
His eyes wide. He doesn't. He hasn't said anything to the other two yet, but he's just kind of steps back and is like, you might want to take a look at this real quick.
Beltic steps forward to look at it. He's curious as to what could have him acting so strangely.
Honor kind of points to the room in the dollhouse where we are all standing in the dollhouse as well.
That's messed up. Is that us?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Honor begins looking around this room to see if there's any like secret exits or secret entrances or anything like that. Actually, no. Honor is going to look at the dollhouse and see if there's any entrances or exits or other secret rooms that lead from this area.
Okay, as you start to investigate and look at the dollhouse, the two children appear in the middle of the room next to Virgil and Beltic.
Are their bodies still there, or like Do
They're
ghosts pop up? Or?
they're ghostly forms coming into existence.
Beltic
Honor.
pulls his weapon and gets ready.
Yeah, I mean, I have my weapon, but I signal that, how can I say it? I signal that I don't mean any harm. Like, I don't mean any harm. We just want to know what happened here. And why did you lead us here?
We know. We want you guys to save us from the monster in the basement.
We didn't find any basement.
She points at the dollhouse and points at the attic door that you guys opened.
Right. What's in there?
The monster.
What does it look like?
It's evil.
Honor takes down to a knee so that he's eye level with the ghostly children, and he says, "If we destroy the monster, will you two be at peace?"
You can lay us to rest now.
I would be happy to do that. But first, can I ask, what happened to you? What happened to you and your brother?
Our parents locked us in here and we died of hunger.
Do you know why they would do such a thing?
They wanted to summon the monster in the basement.
Oh, that's messed up.
Honor continues looking at them with pity in his eyes, and he kind of reaches out to start administering the last rites, and he says, "Do not worry, we will take care of the monsters, rest assured. Go and be at peace."
And what of your nursemaid? Before he finishes it up, I asked him, like, what happened to your nursemaid? Why was she attacked in such a manner? Do you know?
We don't.
Beltic just kind of nods. He doesn't really know what to say to console two dead children.
On the other side, I hope you find much happiness in Childs.
Alright. Honor, you have inspiration for the next adventure.
Nice.
Cool.
As you see the ghost forms go away after you perform the last rites.
Alright, Honor watches them slowly dissipate into the aether and kind of sighs and stands back up. And he says, "Well, we have a task now. Let's go and finish it."
Werble kind of walk by Honor and kind of like give him a tap and just I'm glad you were able to do that. I think it was the right thing to do.
Agreed. So they're not using their bodies anymore now that they've left, right?
Beltic, you will not touch them. He kind of shoots Beltic a look.
Beltic just kind of like he sighs. He doesn't really want to get into it. So he's just like, fine, very well. We shall find more bodies as we go, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think
I'm
they've been
sure.
through. I think they've been through enough already. Let's go. Let's finish this whole thing and go into the basement and see what this is about. And if there is a monster, let's slay it.
As you guys make your way to the entrance to the staircase, you hear this.
Fuck, man.
That sounds like more than one voice.
Honor pulls out his blade, and he's just like, he has steely resolution, determination in his eyes, and he's just marching forward.
Beltic kind of tries to stop him and says, listen, as much as we want to go down there and take them down as quickly as possible, we must understand that not all of us, Beltic kind of points to himself, are in peak physical condition at this moment. Perhaps a respite would be useful before we charge head forward into this.
I mean, you do look extremely weak, but I just
No
can't
one's
help.
been no one's been down there in decades. There's clearly no new sacrifice, so there's no immediate danger in anyone. We're not saving anyone by running down there this moment.
I
We
think
gave
he's
the
right,
children our
Honor.
word. We gave the children our words, though. We need to defeat this monster.
And we
Yes.
will. I do not suggest running, I just suggest a respite.
I think he's right. There's no sign that someone went down there recently.
So giving them a few extra hours will in no way aid their cause, but it will aid ours. If we fail, if we do not destroy them, then not only can they continue their evil, but we've let those children down. We owe it to those children to take this rest and go down there at our full strength.
Honor turns towards the voices, like his head, he doesn't move, but his head just turns towards the voices and he seems to be weighing the options. And then with a visible sigh and a visible, like, loss of tension and anger in his body, he kind of turns and he goes, very well, but we need to rest quickly and not here.
Yes, let's leave the voice.
Beltic would like to not only close the door, but barricade it.
Yes.
Okay.
Then once we get back to the library, Beltic basically abandons all pretense of trying to look strong and nearly collapses when he gets to the first chair he can get to. And just kind of puts himself into a very weak meditative stance.
I want to review the book on the cult. I want to go back in there and, knowing what we now know, see if I can pull any sort of useful information.
Honor finds, like, a old blanket and drapes it over Beltic as he's in his meditative state, and then he just settles into the other chair.
Okay.
Looking like he's very uneasy and very visibly upset, but he's quiet at the same time. So
I think this is a good point to conclude today's session because you're going to be going into a lot more next week.
Tam tam tam.
dun dun dun.
Like so far, we've been pretty consistent with like ending each episode kind of like a TV show, like with the worst cliffhangers.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Hey, it's been working for me. I've always been on the edge of my seat waiting for next week.
I
This is
know,
the
right?
highlight of my week.
Exactly. All right. So I assume we get a long rest, so we're all healed up back to max, correct?
Correct. And let me tally up experience real quick.
Oh, nice, yeah. And also, if we do have the time, maybe we can start. Maybe we can start a discussion about the kind of like the holiday schedule.
Yeah, absolutely.
So right now, I think we're at 300. Well, not you, Honor, but I think me and Beltic.
Well, actually, I was
Yes.
directly at 300 as well because I just hit level 2 when I started playing this character. So
Oh,
I think
nice.
we have the same amount of XP.
So we're
I'm
gonna
at
go.
500. But
Yeah, we'll go 450 experience for the three of them.
That bumps us up to level 3, correct?
It does
I
for
believe it's
me.
900.
900 is the...
But for me, that will be enough because I was already at 500, so that puts me to 950.
Correct.
So
wait, oh, 450. Sorry, I heard wrong. My apologies. So 450, so I'm not level 3 yet.
Well, how close are you guys?
And I'm at 750 if I got 450 experience
yeah,
points.
same here.
Let me see if it's possible. I gotta double check the XP. So
There might be a rat or two we can kill.
Let's go back and kill the monster down in the basement.
9, okay.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can give you guys.
That's fine.
Let's go kill the monster in the basement so that we can hit level 3.
To be able to
Well-
kill the monster in the basement.
Well, let's see. I'll give you guys some experience rewards for role playing today. So let's put ourselves at level 3.
Alright, so 9 on the doubt.
Thank you very much. Oh, gracious and wonderful DM.
Yeah, so that'll put you at 900 exactly. And then next week, Ghost, we should have everyone else in, right?
Hopefully. I'm a little bit disappointed by the 2 new players. I double checked with them like yesterday, and I thought I made it clear that we would be playing today, and then that we would expect them. So I guess I'll have to. But they haven't replied to me yet today, so I don't know. Maybe they're outside of town.
I give them another week.
But they did seem like good candidates that would kind of like fit in the party pretty good. But we do have to kind of like play with them and try them out, I guess, to really know. But I mean, we should hopefully we'll get Ori, and hopefully we'll get Shao as well. So I'm looking for kind of like at least 4,
Okay.
and then possibly 6.
And hopefully Beltic won't be on death's door now after every encounter.
Yeah, man, you were like a fart in the wind. This like one.
Yeah,
HP.
every hit was just like, okay, Beltic's pretty much down.
Yeah, it's a little bit intense. Okay, so that being said, I guess I'll do my leveling off stream. Let's look at the like holiday schedule. Like if you guys can pull up like a calendar. So we mentioned around the 18th. So possibly 2 weeks. That would we could put. Oh, actually, okay. So we're. Because the 1st is a Sunday as well.
I'm pretty sure I can play the 11th,
Okay.
but the 18th and the 25th, I'm not sure if I can play on those days.
I mean, 25th and 1st, we'll definitely scratch these off. Like I'm not expecting anybody to play like Dungeons and Dragons on those days.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yes, 25th. Huh, of course. All right. Got it.
Can we kill Santa Claus in that day?
Yes,
Great
we
mission.
attack and kill Santa Claus. Yes, the monster in the basement is obviously Santa Claus.
Yeah, it's the Christmas special. So yeah,
Oh, hell.
let's write off the 25th and the 1st for sure. The 18th would be the date that, depending on what everybody in here tells me, that we could possibly add in there to. So it would be like a 3 weeks off instead of a 2 weeks.
I can make it, but I mean, if the party can't make it, then that's more than fine. We can have a 3-week respite, I guess.
So
Let the tension build up.
So you think you could make the 18th?
Oh, I definitely could.
Okay, well, I went ahead and did a doodle poll.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned that.
So just go ahead and click the poll, and then you guys can just put your info in and fill it out.
So I'll just put Ghost one.
Where's this poll? Where is it?
It's
in
on
the,
Discord.
All right, cool.
And Ghost, you can cut and paste it to share with everyone in the campaign forum.
Right. Right. I will.
And are we clicking the days we can show up or the days we can't?
Can.
All I know for a fact is that I can play next week. I don't know going on there because I'll be going back up to my wife and my son and taking care of them and stuff like that. So I'll keep you guys posted on that though.
Yeah, just put down the days you can do it. We'll be good.
All right, sounds good.
And if like, in case you're like a maybe, like write it off as a no-show.
Okay, I just put myself for the 11th and that's it because I'll tell you guys later on what will happen.
Okay, so even like in January and February, you're not too sure.
I don't know because I'll be bringing my wife down here to Florida. I'll be adjusting to the new baby and everything like that. Hopefully I'll be able to come back, but I can't guarantee anything
Okay, okay.
on you guys. But that's why I'll let you guys know because I do want to keep playing, but wife and kid take priority. So
Sure.
Yeah.
We understand that, yeah.
Hopefully you can work something with your wife. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll talk to her about it, see what the plan is, and see what will happen going on forward. So, I do hope that I can continue playing because this is fun. I love it, but we'll see. I can't give you any guarantees. So.
All right. Well, just keep us posted, and we'll see.
Okay, one other thing. In a few, like at the end of January, I'll be starting my training, and it'll go Monday through Friday. We don't have to discuss this right now, but maybe switching to a Saturday game day instead of a Sunday game day would be slightly better. That way I have Sunday to study for my tests and stuff like that. But that's just me. It's up to you guys.
We'll see. We'll see. We might consider it. Might be difficult to move, but we'll like let us know. Keep us posted, and then
Yeah.
we'll see if it's something that could be done.
All right, noted. I'll definitely do that.
Cool. And then I'll copy the link on the game forum. But I mean, technically, if it's in the general, so everybody should have access to it. So alright, guys, I'll update the forum with the doodle, so you'll be able to find it on Discord and on Roll20. I'm assuming it can be updated and changed, so you'll be able to find it there. And after that, I'm gonna shut down the stream, and we'll see everybody next week, and hopefully we get to killing some
Sounds good.
stuff. And level 3 is gonna be exciting because we get to see some kind of like some class specialization.
Oh yeah, all that playing with bodies is finally gonna pay off for Beltic.
Yeah. I read up on the long death, but I don't remember what it's about, so I can't wait.
They're a monk tradition all about like they most of them are evil, but not all of them are. Like with Beltic's backstory, which will be found out as we go along the campaign. He isn't evil, but he ended up with them for quite a while to learn his monkish traditions, and they're all about ritually killing people in different ways to learn about death. They study death, and Beltic was particularly that's why he's so particularly interested in bodies, because he gets his specializations in his monk powers from his understanding of death and how it works and the mechanics of it and what happens to a decaying body and all that jazz.
That's interesting. Can't wait to see what's the perks.
Oh, they're very good.
So all right, I'll see you guys next week. If there's anything, I can be reached on Discord. So Ryan, if there's anything popping up, or if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thank you for the game, guys. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take care
Have a
of
wonderful
your
week,
new
everyone.
baby. Yeah, bye bye.
Bye. Adios.
And yeah, so that's gonna be it, guys. That was episode 18. Kind of like also left it on the cliffhanger. So next week we should be able to probably finish up this kind of like story arc. Pretty interesting, pretty dark actually, surprisingly dark. It's good. I was expecting that from Curse of Strahd. Like I knew it was kind of like dark themed and horror and things like that. So I'm enjoying it. It's different, you know. It's D&D, but it's different, so it's kind of cool. Kind of like a murder mystery ish. So we'll be back next week. Hopefully we get the rest of the gang. It gives us more options and more interactions. I think it make things interesting. I was hoping to get 2 new players today, so hopefully we get them on board next week. And until then, you guys take care of yourself. And it's kind of like December, so Christmas season. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. And the snow, because here we got a lot of snow. So I'll see you guys later.